Oh, okay. Don't really need to be there. I need to be more just a regular home. Oh, okay. It's gonna give me that. Well, that's cool too. I think, I think that'll be all right. I can live with that. Oh, where are we at? Yeah, I don't want all that. I don't need that. I already got it up. Okay. Whoops. Nope. Yep. Okay. I don't really need this. It's not one up. Yeah, that's up. Don't need that one. All right. Let's get here. There we go. All right. This is the Chocolate Mountain Show's version of We're Gonna Watch the Game. Again, I'm not going to give away anything about the game. I'm not going to infringe on their copyright, but I will be able to. I knew it. I will be able to give my analysis of what we see. So if you want to kick back and dig with me, that would be great. You know, as always, I've got Elliot Ness on deck. So again, pop them if you want them. It's like too much shit up here. That's all right, though. Ooh. And we are still smoking on the Unicorn Luca. So smoke them if you want them. We'll be firing that up too. Crap. I have a huge desk and I still have too much stuff up here. But all right, here we go. I'm coming in at a 1 minute and no, I'm coming in at the first quarter, 6:42. The score is 12-12. And I still could have went to the game tonight. Wasn't that big. It wasn't sold out. He kicks. Let's see if basket manipulation. Nope. They made it miss. They made it miss. No foul. Towns takes it up strong. He took it up strong. My lips are dry. It hits different when Dr. Sinister comes in. Oh. Oh. Why is that gone? No. Think. Oh, okay. I know why. Still over there. Still should be fine. Well, Dr. Sinister, he's different. DT, what's going on? The time, yes, 12-12. Minnesota's up. Minnesota's up 14-12. We're still in the first quarter. Trying to get some isolation with Town, see? Oh. All right, Dr. Sinister, it is different. DT. It's different when you come on. Thank you. That's a good matchup there. What is his name? Wow. It's like his whole back is his name. It's around his whole shoulders. Ah, looks like they kicked it out. Edwards. Man, win or lose, I'm gonna buy an Edwards jersey. The Nike jersey is only about $70, and they cover they're more of a almost a t-shirt, like, you know, more of a like this kind of shirt almost, but like to here. They're cut to here, so kind of a year-round shirt you can wear. Fanatics brand is even less. Good rebound. Ooh, pushed him on purpose. See, that's a scripted play right there. That's our first scripted play. Pushed him on purpose. That was nice. My son did a little work for him. And my son is 6'5". He was like, man, Dad, that cat. Because y'all know my other son is 6'8". My other son I was with all day yesterday, he's 6'7". And he said that Ant is damn near tall as my youngest son. So he's a big guy. Because my oldest son that lives here, he's not a little guy. He's about 6'4", 6'5". The one I made the video of him imitating me coaching. He used one of his teammates' names. He didn't use any of my players' names. And it's funny kind of how that works. When my son, I think the one time when I was coaching, my last year I coached JV, and he was probably in 6th grade the first year, probably 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade. And of course, the team I did was a very rural team. I mean, most of the people's was farmers. They were cow farmers, but they were farmers. But he was looking up to these people, and it was like these was the lamest of the lames. And I'm kind of glad when I moved because I really didn't want him to grow up to be those kind of lames. And I mean, this was so country where out of when they had the senior day, it was 6 seniors on the team, and all of them, the majority of them said they was gonna stay home and work on the farm, help in the family business. There was only one dude that said, he was gonna go and try to, go to college. So, commercial break. They're showing the magenta. Oh no, not the magenta in space. Oh no, I never noticed that before. Oh, magenta going off too. And it's just the artificial color of the new world order of control. Try to mess with your psyche by putting their stamp there. Hey, you off of my cloud. Hey, you off of my cloud. Dirty commercial. If you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys hitting me. You've gotta hit the band. Dang, this is one of them 3-4 minute commercials. You know, knowing to be having these big games, it'd be 4-5 minute commercials. Commercials usually be like, remember they say back in 60 seconds? This is back in 5 minutes. And the TV timeouts is funny when people don't understand what a TV timeout is. And, you just see them, you see all the players just standing around and shit. Remember when I played like my last 2 years, every game I played was on TV. And it was so interesting. We would just be standing there and you just get used to it. That's just how it goes. And then the controller, oh, they're showing Rudy. What, you see Prince pushing? Did y'all see that? Prince pushed him. And White was a new player too. They don't like Rudy. It ain't got nothing to do with the money. It's his effort, his attitude. They don't like him. And his output. You can't blame them. They gave away so much for this cat. They gave away the future for that dude. Now again, this is what second, third year in a row they possibly could make the playoffs. I say they're gonna win this game. Should look up the spread. Over and under. Forgot to do all that. Ooh. Good rebound. Kind of held his arm, it looked like. Those orange jerseys are ugly. Not attractive at all. Not marketable at all. Good shot. Can't say if it's manipulated or not. 3-minute mark of the first quarter. 15-16. Damn, that was air ball. That was horrible. He just chunked that damn ball up there. Oh, that was wild. Sloppy play. Sloppy play. Ant be killing them. Ant is like more like Grant Hill than Jordan. I think Ant is 6'7.5", almost 6'8". Ant just has nice eyes. I would say he's closer to Grant Hill than Jordan. A little taller than Jordan. But still with the same ability. And if you look at the league and you look at the dominant, and one was this White. Shit, White damn near 6'10". He's 6'9" or 6'10". Okay, Cat gets a rest. They put this guy in here. White's a journeyman, but he has nice size, and White can handle the ball. White is definitely a point forward. He is definitely a point forward. Don't love these uniforms, but seeing him up close with a Jordan there, and there's the dumbass McDaniels who broke his hand, Austin Reeves. It hurt us that Nas is not playing. That had hurt us a lot. Because Nas was a consistent three-point shooter. He's 6'11", 6'10", 6'11". He can match up with almost any big man in the league. And he can spread the floor because he can hit three. That was a weak foul on Prince. I tell you to look for when it gets crucial, they have Prince turn the ball over. See? They don't even say, look at it, 54% field goal. He's making 1 out of 2 shots, and that's 3 points included. But McDaniel's injury was stupid, if believable, that he didn't know. And so do we know if he really broke his hand or not? That could have all been an act. The Nas got hurt. I saw the game, Nas got hurt. But McDaniel's, and I must admit, y'all, it was super nice here, and now that cold shit is coming back. We might get snow on Thursday. No, excuse me. We might get snow on Sunday. Oh, good pass, good cut. Why didn't he shoot? That was a good pass. Oh, he traveled. Ooh, totally out of control. Traveled, they ain't call it. Let him keep the ball. Step back. Clunk. And that's how they shoot. Without basket manipulation, that is how they shoot. Clunk. He usually makes his field goals. And I just tell you as a basketball fan, I'll share this. The year that the Boston Celtics beat Kobe and them, and again, it's all scripted, but if you looked at how they really put it together, the one thing that became obvious in that series was the big fella, Gasol, couldn't run back. That was the Achilles heel, is he just wasn't quick enough and he wasn't in shape enough to run back with Garnett and Pierce and Allen. And that was the difference in that series. That was the difference in that series, is that Gasol was a detriment when he was in there. He couldn't transition quick enough. Whoa, good D. And becoming like Jordan. He trying to be one of the best guards in the league. Clunk. Another clunk. Fly bird. Nobody boxed out. Ant stayed in his position. That's a foul. That's on purpose foul. He knocked him down on purpose. It's definitely going to be it's definitely going to be a basketball. You got to be a hoop lover. Oh, White hit a three. That form. I'd say it was long. I bet if Lobo's watching, he'd say the same thing. That shot probably was long. That's what it appeared. And please forgive me, I don't have the game. Oh, just a block. It's a turnover, though. You know that when you get a block, that's a turnover. Then he doesn't get back. Then, okay, his man's not guarding him, so when nobody's there to box out. Damn, he missed 2 shots. Wow. With Rudy in there, we're not getting boards. That's ridiculous. Okay, they got 4 shots. 4 shots to get a 3. So we got 24, 23. What are we showing here? Where's Rudy? Oh, him and Adams battling. No rotation. Wrong rotation. He rotated to the wrong man. Put himself out of position on purpose. Clunk again. 0 for 3, I think he is from threes. And got him. Clunk. Damn. How are we losing all these damn rebounds with Rudy in there? Damn, Rudy is worthless. Rudy is worthless. Rudy is worthless. Good steal, Ant. Take it all the way. Oh, he missed. Damn. They missed. Damn. What do you call? Step out. Time went off. All right. Well, what we have, first quarter, we do have a lead. The Timberwolves do have a lead. So drink to that. Winning in. Didn't mean to swallow the tobacco. So winning in. Win and in. Let's look up the spread. Let's look up the spread. Okay, none of that. Oops. Yeah, that. Let's see. Whoops. What in the hell? Right here. NBA point spreads. Let's get it. See what that'll take me in. Thursday. What do we have today? So to win 100, you got to bet. They're giving up 6. Well, if you got in early enough, you could get 6.5. The over and under is 228. So to bet. So to win 100. So to win 100, you got to bet 112. And if you took the -6 and to win 100, you got to bet 110. And the over and under looks to be 228.5. Yeah. So. Yep. So I'd say the score right now is 50. So the score right now is 50. And wow, we might be looking at under. We'll see. The score right now is 50 or 49. So we might be looking at an under, which you still have time. You can still put money if you so you'd have to bet 108. So you could even bet that right now as it's moving. You know, you still have live game betting. So FanDuel is gives 6. MGM gives 6.5, 228 again. Sportsbook is giving 6.5, 6.5, 228. This is WinBet, so they're all about pretty consistent. All pretty consistent. So this commercial cracks me up. You know they're not in the basketball court. They're not in a park. These suckers is in a studio. And why have the Asian cat? You know, of all people, a shorter Asian cat that you've got to put on a milk box. You got to put on something to make it look like it makes sense to have him there. To look like it makes sense to have him there. That is just, it's just a silliness of what these dudes would do to get money. And TNT is the one that did these sideline interviews, and the coaches, I just didn't understand the need for this. And Ted Turner used to do TNT, and Craig Sager was the guy that kind of was the first sideline reporter. And at first, they didn't really like doing it. Popovich, he hated doing it. They was finding him and shit, because sometimes he wouldn't even talk to him, but they was finding him and shit. But then when Craig Sager was sacrificed for the position, given cancer, then all of a sudden Popovich didn't mind talking to him, because Craig Sager was taking cancer treatments and still working. But he made the sideline reporters. Now, some of these basketball games, it'd be a sideline reporter for both benches. Now, I'm not saying they're the first sideline reporters in pro sports, because, we know that OJ at one time, I think OJ was actually the first sideline reporter for Monday Night Football. And then later, OJ was as the other guys got old, OJ went in the booth for a while. Fred Williamson was in the booth for a while too. OJ couldn't talk, but he could act. There's a difference, because you do the voices later, but he really couldn't articulate on live television, despite being from California, which is odd. But most people talk like people talk in the Midwest. Good move. Good, strong move. Good, strong move. I don't like the jerseys, but I kind of like them, because Jordan's on them. Ooh, I got that warm-up suit he's wearing. I got that in the closet. Good double team. Don't leave your feet. Oh, a lot of contact there. Now they called it. Obvious push off. Obvious. Keep his position. Keep the ball moving. Turn, and make the easy shot. A lot of guys don't want to keep the ball, bouncing the ball. Another nice move. Cat is the most fallingest down dude in the league. Every other play he falls down, which causes this. They should dominate rebounds with this lineup. Rudy was open. They didn't give it to him, because they're trying to. Oh, good shot. That's a little guard that made that? Yeah, good shot. No, oh, okay. Oh, Michael Conley Jr. Good shot. Oh, yeah, I do need that. There we go. I do need that. So just going to enjoy the game. That's what I thought tonight. I thought I'd come live and just enjoy the game and analyze the game with y'all. So I hope y'all don't mind. I hope you don't mind. All right, that's even better. That's even better. That's way better for me. It's better for me. Better for me. Super Bowl commercial. And it's funny, this year's Super Bowl has really had a long life. A lot of older videos, a lot of Super Bowl videos. Some Super Bowl videos die, only showed a few times, but this one, it's April, still has life. Still has life. This is a new commercial, I think. Oh no, I watched this before. Yeah, the Mark Cuban. This has been out for a couple weeks. Why would he's supposed to be a billionaire? Why does he need this? But do you see? It's never enough. It's never enough. They want to be famous. It's never enough just to be a billionaire. It's never enough just to be a team owner. Like, I'm the first one that called it on Bob Kraft and Meek Mills. You know why Bob Kraft was visiting Meek Mills? And after I made that statement, what happened to Bob Kraft? They made a story about he's supposed to be getting in a massage parlor. Yeah, why was he going up in that prison seeing Meek Mills? You see the pay. Do you see how they pay? How you have to pay for your fame? And all of a sudden he got out, and he's making raps about dude. Now you don't think people are listening? People listen, because Bob Kraft, it wasn't a good optic, because we know that the price that these people have to do. Man, she's giving the church. She don't care. She got her case of Dr. Pepper. Petty stuff, y'all. Coors Light. Now, I think most men have done that. Sit in the bathtub with a joint, a bong, or a blunt, and just soak and watch some shit. And for you ballers out there, the new tubs, for you getting them tubs in your houses, now the tubs stay heated. You can have a heated element, so you don't got to keep what it's like, almost like the hot tub can keep the water at a certain degree. Now you can get your personal tub can come with a heater, and with this heater, the water stays the same temperature the whole time. So if you're just sitting in a hot tub at your home, or if you do have motors to stir the water up, it's a much better experience. You don't need that shit unless you just into you want the whole his and hers. Those things just aren't a very good investment. They don't really last long. And I know a dude who put a hot tub in his living room. I'd hate to see his roof after years. And it was like when hot tubs was first coming out for homes. This fool had one in his living room, all that moisture. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. And that dude was a 33rd degree Mason. He was an in-law. Oh, and one. That was a good shot. Look at the head on him. He looked like an alien. He looked like take me to your leader. Damn, was that like a sky hook? Kind of a sky hook. Oh no. That one looked manipulated. That sky hook looked manipulated. That was a weak hook. That wouldn't even be considered a sky hook. That'd be considered a weak hook. So we are at 34-26. That's a weak call. Weak call. Excuse me. I didn't see the foul there. I like his afro. His afro kind of looked like he's wearing a bag on his head. All these bets you can get with the DraftKings. Ooh, mellow. Second view of it did look like it went in too damn straight. Exactly. Yep, it looked like he had a little help on that wild shot. Double team. See how it fell again. He fell again, which creates, a mismatch. He always falls. So we can see they gave that basket up. He shot a bad shot, didn't hustle down court. They had a mismatch. Another turnover on purpose. Out hustled him down court. Did he block it? Shit, good block. Good block, White. He got a big forehead, though. He got a little fake hair in the front. Oh, that was a foul. He fouled the shit out of it. That was definitely a foul. I think he fouled him before he came. When he first went up, he fouled his arm. Right here. Boom, he hit his arm. Yeah, he hits his arm too there, I thought. They didn't call it though. In a Holiday, brother? No, maybe not. Number 5. No, no. Those are ugly jerseys. Don't know what they were thinking. National TV. Why would they wear that ugly jersey? Boink. A lot of boinks. The basket's turned off. 34-28. 6 minutes left. Boink. Another missed 3. Good rebound. Good putback. Good rebound. Good putback. 36-28. 8-point cushion with the ball. They're zoning up. They're playing zone. Open man. Hitch. Ooh. He has a hitch in his shot, but hey, he made it. First 3 we see made in a minute. See that hitch in his shot? That makes it the odds of him being successful very low. Because he brightens it up and he kind of has a hitch as he brought it up. Oh, okay. One bad apple doesn't spoil the whole bunch, girl. Prince got assist. Another doink by them. Raja. Hits different when Raja comes in. Turnover. Wonder who kicked it out. You do not want to replay this. 7 minutes, second quarter. Why would you replay it? It's just a call. He hits it. He hits it. He hits it. He hits it. He carries the ball. They didn't call it. And it kicks off his foot. Ant was totally right. It kicked off his foot. They did that on the replay. They did that on the replay. You cannot tell me that call wasn't made because of the replay. Because that ref right there, he called it. He wasn't even looking, you see? He didn't catch the moment. He was looking down court. And that's not his responsibility. As that referee, his responsibility is the ball, the person handling the ball. Why are you not looking at the people in front of you? Because that's the play, and that's why you're in that position. He's looking up. When his position and his job requires him to watch what's in front of him. So he shouldn't have missed that. And all the refs missed it, but that was his call to make. So not going to see this. My daughter doesn't want to see it. I'm so glad. My great nephew, he wants to see it, but we're not gonna go see it. Him and his grandmother are gonna go see it, but yeah, I don't want to see this crap. And I know, DJ LaFerve. I know he plays it and stuff. So if you like video game play, he does that. But I'm not going to see that movie. Not interested. Thursday I saw Sweetwater. Something comes out next week. I'm kind of a movie guy, you guys. I don't really like sitting watching movies here, but my fiance likes movies, and so we go to movies every other week or so. But it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and then possibly rain and snow on Sunday. But it didn't rain. It's supposed to rain all night, and it's not raining yet. What time is it? Yeah, it's 9:30, and it's still not raining. So, don't know if we're going to get the rain or not. I'd say doubtful. Oh, this chair is so comfortable. Start watching games in this motherfucker. Oh. So I mentioned today, very beautiful day. I took all my stones that was downstairs, put them out in the sun, let them, again, stones don't have to be recharged. Stones are naturally movers. They're never like, to us, it looks like we're just seeing a solid stone, but in reality, the stone is constantly moving and reconfiguring. It's just we can only catch this vibration of it in this moment. We can't move fast as the stone is moving. Our perception can't perceive really what it truly is and what it truly can do. And so all you really have to do is the stones that can are water soluble, which is not selenite. Don't put selenite in water to actually disappear because it's borax. Selenite is borax. If those of you remember the old days where we had borax for soap. So, okay, so we have game 1 Sunday 5:30, game 2 is 8, and game 3 is 10:30. And we have games that I think I'm pretty sure the games my time is 12. So basketball lovers, the NBA comes on early. I think Eastern Coast time, I think it's 11, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm getting East Coast, so maybe it's 11 my time. So I'm not, well, no, East Coast, maybe it's 1. So East Coast, it might be 1. Early is 1 for you, but I think it's 12 for me, I think. If well, no, the games tomorrow are set. Kind of two-man game. Dish. Bad shot, but did he get fouled or? Wow, they gave him that. That was sloppy. That was totally sloppy. Jordan, I'll say Jordan on any jersey definitely hits different. It definitely hits different. It makes the jersey. And as you know, I go spiritually with that's Connie Hawkins. That's what he invented, and Jordan capitalized. But Connie Hawkins really invented that pose. Because the scissors dunk and the spread eagle dunk can, in that view, can be looked at as the same way. Getting a little comfortable lead. Oh, he hit them both. Oh, good move. Got by him. Gave it up. Boom. Set play. Set play. That's what you're supposed to do. Dish it. Move. Two-man game going here. Isolate. Nah, they should have gave it to him. He had him deep. Pinned. He traveled. He traveled. You're open now. Hard shot. They let it go in, though. His size helps him. His size and ball handling skill help him a lot. He can bring the ball up. Towns can, for that matter. Ooh, that was a clunk. Wow, that was a deep clunk. That had no chance. Straight out of low cash. Ooh, Ant. Straight out of low cash is a brother named Big Pontiac. Boom, that one didn't even move. See, that was definitely manipulated. See the way the net didn't even move? That was totally manipulated. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Who's not White not hustling back? Good D. Foul. Shit, Ant be there. Ant's trying to make that Jordan defensive statement. Hustling. I mean, really, the Timberwolves are really thin in skill. Two dudes that are hurt are skilled guys. Where was the foul? Where was the foul? Shot. Oops. We hate Rude. Rude. We hate Rude. He's 22. He's Denver. First team all whack. 12th pick in the draft. That meant he was in the lottery. First player drafted from Santa Clara since Steve Nash. Brother Cody is number 6 in the 23. All right. Family of Hoopers. Family of Hoopers. Wow. Just pushed him down. No call. I don't know what delay I am with you guys, because I'm probably, well, regular. So, good shot. Keeping pressure on him. Keeping the pressure on him. Oh, no call? See, that was on purpose. That was too obvious. It was too extended. You see how they make these fouls on purpose? Too extended. Damn, that was a clunker. I don't think they made a three they haven't made a three this quarter. Pass out. Oh, good breakdown. Hard shot though. Took a funny angle when he released it. Oh, look at that quickness. Oh, he got ripped. Good steal. Ah, good pass. Oh, you blew it. Should have. Damn, he ran the court and still didn't make it. Rudy sucks. Good pass. Look at Rudy. Slapped his arm. Look at his coordination. No coordination there. He should have dunked that easy. He should have powered through the smack and yoke. I didn't realize this cat was the coach. I mean, they haven't made national TV a whole lot this year. Brute can hit the free throw. What's his name? Cody from Australia. He's pretty nice. I would agree. Cody is nice. They need the NFL tent. Clunk. 1 out of 2. Wow. He only has 6 points. How many assists, I wonder? Huh? Made one there. Keep him in the game. Still down by 10. See how that goes? So I would say the Timberwolves might cover, looking at it. I still say under, looking at it the way it's going. Looks like under. I don't know if they're going to make the 228. Yeah, because right now we're not even at 100 yet. With 3 minutes left, we're not even at 100. Good D. He traveled. Wow, that's standing around. I was traveling too. Damn. Wow, one guy did all that. Up, under, in. It's different when Shadows Tomorrow come in. Just doing a live kind of analyst of this game. Ant is at the point. I don't know. I wouldn't do the play-by-play because probably delays. Good rebound. Bad shot. So we're probably getting delays. Wow, good move. Blew it. Wow, both fell down. Disadvantage got numbers. There we go. Good hustle, Rudy. But I mean, that's nothing more than Andre Jordan used to do. Nothing different. Andre Jordan used to do the same thing. And that plays out after a while. Oh, good block. Damn, good block. That was Conley Jr. blocked this shit. Damn, good shot. That's their first three of this quarter. Clunk again. Excuse me. Good pass. Hard shot. Good shot, though. Kind of keeping them in. Down 7. Wow. He caught that ball. Rudy was open. Get up, Rudy. God. Oh, Rudy. Damn. Tough shot. See, White can handle the ball. There he is. Boom. Easy score. Back up 9. $50 left. It's a good pass. Good run. That's not Conley Jr. either. It's a guy with all the name on his whole back of his back. It's just his name down his shoulders. Have to look his name up. He's a call up. He has to be a call up. Are they in the bonus? Yeah, OKC's in the bonus. Alexander Walker. Wow. 1-1. Alexander Walker. That's a long name, y'all. Alexander Walker is very long. All right. Ooh, that's my warm-up. But the warm-ups are clean. I love the Wolves warm-ups. They got one with the blue collar. I don't have that one. That'll be the next one. Good shot. Alexander Walker. Or is that Conley Jr.? Don't foul. Oh, damn. So that's nobody box out. Rudy goes after it and nobody helps him by boxing out. He can just catch it and slam on everybody. All right, it's halftime, y'all. I am going to take a pee break, refreshment break, and I am going to
For Anthony Edwards.
Nope, don't want that. Now this park I'm talking about. All right, please enjoy one of my past broadcasts. It's funny downtown. You wouldn't think as much low income housing would be downtown as there is, but this area, like where I went to the car show last week, from the convention center going over to Lauren Park, this is all low income area. What do we need? What's interesting is I'm moving and this young chick like saw us moving and she's like, "Are you moving in?" And she told me pretty much that she was staying in the efficiency. She's like, "Are these all efficiencies?" And my son's had a 1-bedroom. But again, why would I be interested in you? You living here in the jungle. I'm not Corey Holcomb. I don't need to be like that. And you know,
I'll say this: I didn't dress for the occasion. I way overdressed. I'm wearing my new Jordans and all white shit. I'm wearing these is the shorts I told you I picked up, the Vancouvers, and I did pay a little more. I wanted. I paid 38 for them, but they're the same ones as when you buy the other ones for 80. It's the same material, but they got the pockets in it. So don't get what do they call it? Do not get it. I mean, if you want shorts without the pockets, then get the what do they call it? Players fit or something like that. Because you can get the players shorts. The better jerseys, the better shorts is the ones with the pockets. The better ones is the ones with the pockets. So so that was my day. But I got to spend it with my son. I'm bitching and stuff because they trying to move during rush hour. But the way it worked out, by the time they got done filling the truck up, it wasn't rush hour no more. So it was kind of smooth. I wasn't, but I'm like, being bothered. But it's helping my son who needs a lot of help. Like it's hard when you with, like my son and his partner are like unpractical people, I guess is the best way to explain it. These dudes just will not shower and wash their clothes because they both kind of lazy. And then say that they moved into place and didn't realize that the place didn't have a washer and dryer. Well, you know what you do? You put it in a bag, and if you don't got a car, you get on the bus and you take it where you can wash the clothes. There's places all around like that. So it's kind of rough being around them where they're both kind of funky. And, with the truck, there's these two funky people. And, I smell like Sauvage. I got all the Sauvage. I got all the Sauvage. Bubble bath, all that stuff. I'm just in Sauvage all the time. It's the best smelling stuff. Perfume, of course. But they was so funky. They were both like, and I'll talk about them because I'll talk about them to their face. They both, when you get so funky where your skin smells sour, that sour funk. And like my son's partner was like really nice little Adidas outfit, but it stank. So my opinion was like, yeah, you look cool. But then when he came with me, he was like, oh no, old door. But I tell him that. It ain't nothing I don't tell him. But it's sad. My point is, it's sad to people that live downtown. There's no grass. There's no trees. No grass, no trees. I can't, it's like, how do you communicate with nature? How do you ground? Like, how do you literally ground if you're not smart enough to go over to the park and put your feet in the grass? How do you ground in something like that? You can't. You can't ground in a concrete jungle. You got to go to somewhere where there's grass or sand or dirt. But to naturally every day be disconnected from the earth like that, unless you make an effort, and that's interesting. That's interesting. I never thought about it like that because I've never lived like downtown like that, where you just got an apartment, like one apartment building of low income. Shit, it was 10, 11 floors. And where the Somalians live, most of the Somalians live in one area. They put them over kind of like by the stadium over in Dinkytown. And I think that building is 21. And I've talked about that before. That had one of the nicest apartments I've ever been in as far as view. And I remember it being $500-600 in the 90s. And it was like 4 bedrooms. And now some Somalian lives there. And it's a nice apartment that has probably one of the best views in the city. And they got probably Section 8 in that beautiful 4-bedroom crib. I mean, this place is not shabby. That top apartment in that building, it's the Mary Tyler Moore like looking building. If you remember, you look that up, they show a beginning shot. It's that building. And that building is nice. So yeah, so they moved from like a 1-bedroom to a 3-bedroom duplex, but it is in the hood. So I guess this is the way they explained it to me. The north side is the hood. The south side is the ghetto. Because the south side is kind of like this. You've got poor Europeans, So it's like you've got Lake Harriet, Lake of the Isles, all the rich Europeans, but then you go down and you've got kind of the working Europeans. Don't have quite the bread of the people living on these two lakes. And then you go further down, you've got the Indians that don't live on the reservations. Then you've got some Africans, and then you got brothers and sisters, and then you've got Mexicans. This is all on Lake Street where Floyd got killed, all that area. So that's the ghetto. So where Floyd got killed was the ghetto. Where the most melanated people live is the hood. So you learn something new every day. So yeah, but yeah, they have a lot more room. So it's just interesting. It's just interesting. Doing your thing while everybody else is doing their thing. This is something that has hit the market, and I think it's worth a listen. So I'm gonna let y'all check this out. Let's see. Oh, good, no commercials.
Fitness here in Oakland, California. And today I'm excited to talk with you guys about this nutrient-dense superfood that's been helping people for eons. Stay tuned to learn more. You want to know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about sea moss. Sea moss is a nutrient-dense superfood that helps you with your hair, your skin, your nails. It helps you with weight loss. It helps people with diabetes management, erectile dysfunction. There's a whole bunch of things that this superfood helps you out with. Now, the one thing about it is, for those people that know about it, they get it and they don't take it for long enough. So one thing I decided to do was create a sea moss subscription. Now, I know you might be asking, what are the benefits of this sea moss subscription? So the number one benefit is that you'll never run out of sea moss. When we'll put you on a subscription, it'll be a monthly subscription. I'll give you a month's supply of sea moss. That would be like close to an ounce serving per day. Now, the sea moss is something that once you take it for a long period,
He just brushed that shit off. When Tupac came and said, raise your Glocks when you hear Tupac, what did Biggie say? That shit's fire. I ain't got to say nothing to it. That shit's fire. And I'm just saying, dig deeper. Talk to your higher selves. Don't talk to your popular selves. Talk to your higher self. As I just said, with correspondence, what are you doing this for? Like when I hold this, there's correspondence going on. I put the sounds to it. I put the smells to it. How long I've been going? Hell, fuck yeah. Let that one replay. I mean, I can live where you say existed.
Watch me now.
I can live in that. You say this existed? Okay, I can go check that out. And it's just made. It ain't old.
Still, that's fucked up right there. I can't.
Now I understand that the movement of the movement of orphans. I can understand the possibility of trying to start everything over with teenagers. I can understand that too. Because the one thing that both of the mud flood people and the Tartaria people do is it makes the possibility that delusion is not that old.
That's all right.
And what we're saying is, okay, you're dealing with one illusion, but they got you chasing another illusion. If this life is an illusion, they got you thinking about another illusion.
This is cool.
How don't you understand that?
Nigga, sure.
Because I know a bunch of y'all jumping on the bandwagon with this shit.
Fadoose. I'm getting another Fadoose. Got that one.
You guys are. You jumping on the bandwagon with this shit. And we blew this shit out the water in 15 or 16.
Diamond Jimmy up.
Because when I started attacking that dude down in Australia saying, y'all, that's some the Nazi shit.
Size.
That's Marduk Nazi shit.
They took away the 14.
Yeah, the Max down in Arizona. Or excuse me, down in Australia. He's one of the ones, the mud flood people. And y'all ain't talking about him no more. Since YouTube removed him. No, none of you melanated mud flooders say nothing about Max. When he was pushing that shit hard, where the people from 15, 16 was talking about this shit? Where are you bringing them into it? And that makes our people look so behind. It makks you look so
To all the
behind.
diamonds I lost, to all the
It's got you
gold I
thinking about
lost,
something
I'll
that's
reclaim it.
past. And I don't mean back
I'll
in the past.
reclaim
I'm
it
saying as
back.
far as research. Most real researchers have moved beyond that because they saw what that is.
These like each other. Put the skull up here. This is my skull up here.
So you can make videos about me. You can do what you want. But I lower myself to hear that shit.
Fuck yeah. Replay.
And as I said, I'll bring any of y'all on. Y'all can bring all that. And you know what? To hear you, I got to go there with you because you're already there. If I bring you on and we talk about it, I ain't there until I bring you on. Then I got to be there so I can even hear you. Because if I stay where I am in this high vibration, I can't even hear you. What the fuck you saying? I would bring you on and we could barely talk because I couldn't even hear what you're saying.
Drunk last night.
Because in this mind right now, this shit makes no sense. It's like been disproven. It's like, why you put, and see, you can write it for yourself. What you think and what you practice is what you live. So you live an illusion on top of an illusion because this is all illusionary. There's too many things that you can prove that it ain't really real. It's real and fake at the same time. What do you say in the Matrix? Yeah, your ass can get killed in it. But if you follow the right correspondence, the right magic, you can make it through it. So, you got some great researchers out there, but your research is being held up because you took the wrong fork in the road, buddies. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon of that shit. Never. Never will I jump on the bandwagon of that shit.
Cuff. No, that's this hand.
Now, you guys are my guys. I'll have conversations with you, but this is how I feel about that shit. Because, you are misleading people that don't do research, and they rely on you to do research. And if they rely on you to do research, they think your research, you don't research at all. Not just favorable stuff. It's the same thing about flat and round plane. The flat plane people never admit that you have to start at a flat plane. That's what it is. It's a flat plane. It's not spherical. You are at a flat plane, 2D. That's what you're saying. If you're saying everything is flat, then that's 2D, everything. And the only way that anything, there's only above and under. There's no up and down. So everything has to be illusion to live on top of it. Ghost in the Shell, the movie with what's her name, married the Saturday Night Live guy. When she goes around that corner and they show the city right there. I mean, come on, they're trying to show you what it is. So you have to understand these concepts first. Let me see. There was something else that caught my eye. Let's see. And I'm definitely on tonight, but yeah, we can run it up. Any of y'all, we can run it up. I don't care what maps say, because all that can be fabricated, and more than likely is fabricated.
Not understand. Oh, I know why. Back with y'all. Second half. All right. Back with y'all. Second half. All right. It's different when Daryl Jones is in the house. It's different when Jimmy Jr. is in the house. It's different when Siova, the technician, is in the house. I am watching the play-in game of the Timberwolves, and so there's not a lot of comment. That's why the old video was playing. So just kind of giving my
My opinion as we go into the game. So it's 62-53. Let's see. Oh, rookie move. Went for the head fake. Ah. And I have said all over. I have sat all over the Target Center. In the 90s, I had a friend that used to deliver food to the luxury boxes, to the booths. And it'd be some corporations that would go in there and they would leave. And as I told the story before, I knew like security guards and stuff, we would go in 8 or 9 deep and we would go to a side door and the dude would have tickets for us. Remember one game, we had 7 tickets already and we was one short. And one of my guys from Michigan was with me, and he was like the last dude, and the dude was like, "Here, I got another ticket for you." But yeah, we used to go up to the boxes, and it'd be food and stuff and drinks. They would just leave it. And sitting out in the luxury boxes too for young children. If you have young children at a game, it's kind of cool, especially if they're under 5. Because they have like room to move around, and you know it's every luxury box also has benches where you can sit and watch the game in front of the box. Oh, good. He blew it. You got that one though. Hit the nose. Look like Hardings. He got on Hardings. What happened to him? What did he catch? Oh, when he came down. Easy way to get your nose broke. Oh, maybe knocked his contact out. Hell, I should show my own commercials. Oh. I should show my own commercials while they show their commercials. You guys remember this cat, not the brother, but the other cat used to be on Saturday Night Live. Well, or was he Mad TV? Might have been Mad TV. I remember hearing stories, people like with food stamps and shit, they'd be embarrassed. And you know, one of the hustles was to, buy food stamps because you could get 2 for 1. You get $100 worth of food stamps for $50. Man, I used to get to buy 1,000 worth for $500 or $400. Just how you catch people. And I never felt embarrassed. Shit, I never felt embarrassed about that shit. Well, I bought them. And back in the 90s and early 2000s, it was common for people to sell them. Back before they gave you the EBT card. And then the people would just give you the card and you bring the card back. You'd verify how much is on there. And then you go do your business, buy your whatever you paid for, and then you get a card back. It was pretty common. That was a hood practice. Do you love me? Oh, okay. Here's Sweetwater, the first one to dunk in a game. This game, he shoots one from half. It's such a little court. He made one for really deep. A feel good movie, though. I say worth to watch. Definitely worth to watch. Yeah, that tip dunk was the first reported dunk in the NBA. The tip dunk. I did not know that. They called a tech on it. They didn't know, they had never seen it, which is hard to believe. But 1950 might have been before George Mikan. Yeah, it probably was. And so they had never seen a dunk before. And again, in the court is the compressed court where you could go 10, which is interesting. They don't show that aspect. You could go 10 back then. The go 10 didn't start, I think, until Wilt Chamberlain went to college. So in the early 50s, you could go 10. In the NBA, every league, you could go 10. They had no rule against it. Oh, that's going to hurt them. Yeah, might have broke his nose. I don't think he did it on purpose. Wow. Well, he's out. Because he did the primary ball handling duties. Well, we'll see. Where does Rudy lead us to? Bad pass. Hacker Rudy. But Rudy hit the free throws. That's White. So he caught him here, or here. Kind of caught him like here or here. I don't think he flailed his arms to harm that guy. Rudy. Ah, he hit 2 out of 2. Get down, Rudy. It's so nice when you hit it twice. Hand dance. Put that business on him. Oh, floater. He's 6'8". And can handle the ball. Good pass. Clunk. Oh, man. Can't hit. Because he ain't shit. He can't hit because he ain't shit. Foul on the play. Non-shooting foul. Floaters. Oh, nice play. Ooh, nothing. Out of bounds. Looked like he made that one. I don't see any basket manipulation on that play. Mellow. Remember Chicken Chong? He was like, mellow. Take me to the next phase, baby. Take me. Bad shot. When he shoot. Trying to isolate. Back him down. Got away from him. Clink. What have they hit a 3 this half yet? I don't think so. I only think they made 1 or 2 in the first half. What they call? Charge? Charge on Rudy. Oh, he's back? Oh, he's got a shiner. Well, his nose broke. He's got a shiner. Remember the jerk? She said, I have a shiner. Oh, good spin. Nice. Dropped him off. So we used to call it, you drop him off.
So Chicago basketball talk. Drop them off. Sunday, 5:38, 10:30 p.m. For me, it's 4:30, 7, and 9:30. So the winner tonight will play Sunday night. And he took a hard shot to his face. Didn't need stitches. Good play. Moving the ball around. That's what we like to see. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's the old school paper food stamp hustle. There it is. That was an on-purpose turnover. Boom. That was definitely an on-purpose turnover. Sloppy basketball. Oh, gave it to him. Good move. Playing the power forward. They're overmatched. Another view. I couldn't see his feet. Where was he? Can't even tell there. But I'd say he's already committed. You have the right to come up and come down without impeding, without being impeded. Turnover. Got it back. Clunk. Oh, wow. All that reaching, no call. That's always a call. Travel. He switched pivot foot. Y'all catch that? He switched pivot foot. What they call? He got another foul? He switched pivot feet, I think. Say it again. Looks like he switched when he proclaimed one pivot foot. It seemed like he moved it. Let's see. Catches it here. Can't see from that angle. Took the contact though. Yeah, he completely changed pivot foots. His right foot was his pivot foot, and his fake was with his left foot. So yeah, he traveled. He changed pivot feet. It's pivot foot. All right, here we go. Up by 15. Good D. Transition. This is going to be boring if y'all ain't watching the game because this is live Timberwolves analysis. Timberwolves, so that's why I'm not really saying much. Kind of just going with the flow of the game. So, one of them work study group things where they say, you need to watch the video. Well, that's what this is. You need to watch the video. Good freaking enough. 62-76. Is that Adams? Playoffs Sunday. Why ain't they pushing? Oh, because ABC ain't doing the playoffs tomorrow. That's why they're pushing Sunday, because ABC ain't doing the playoffs tomorrow. Okay. Must be TNT doing the playoffs tomorrow. Or, damn, who is doing the playoffs? TNT is. And Prince fell back out. Oh, that was manipulated.
That was definitely a manipulated shot. That one curved. Prince, he was the turnover guy when they lost the other night. Yeah, that definitely was helped. That shot was definitely helped because he's not really a accurate shooter. Oh no! Oh no! Nope! 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 Ah, there we go. That's right. Pleased to meet you. Don't you want to know my name? Don't you believe in Listerine? Don't you want to play my game? The men all paused. Y'all ever have a woman that the men all paused? Y'all ever a woman that beautiful where the men all paused? Yeah, I used to date this chick. She was one of them men all paused chicks. And not just because people don't understand between the difference between seeing a woman for the first time and a truly beautiful woman. And this chick, she had sky blue eyes, natural blonde, nice shape, nice butt, man. And we would go up into the Grand Slam, Prince's old club, and everybody would look at her. And she was a hustling young chick. But she was definitely the men all paused. She was definitely that. And a lot of people ain't never experienced that. What did Richard Pryor used to say? You know, some people, and your woman should be beautiful to you. And like Richard Pryor was saying, when the relationship is sour and shit, you know, you with her and you know, you meet people and you're like, yeah, this is my old lady. You know, instead of enthusiastically saying, yeah, this is my wife, my woman, whatever, you be like, yeah, this is just my old lady. That guy right there that's in the commercial was in the movie. He was in the Adam Sandler movie. He was the brother of the European they picked for the movie. Remember that? That's why he got the commercial, because he was in that movie. So really, he just thinks this big Ukrainian or Russian dude is just gonna beat you up in the middle of a basketball court? Made you nervous? Very masculine position there. You guys, like the other day, we got some food ordered, and they gave us tater tots with cheese with an egg on it. It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Super good Mexican food. And that's whenever, you know, any of my friends come here, people, this is a great place to try many different foods. The Asian food in this area is just outstanding. You have so many choices, and again, the Mexican food too. But the Asian food is, because you don't just get you don't just get Chinese food. You get Vietnamese food. You get Hmong food. I mean, it's just several different kinds of food. See, you travel there, you travel. And that's good for your mind to be exposed to the world, you know, world type of people. Whoa, what they call there? Nothing? Oh, they call charge. 79. No, they did not. They gave him the basket with no call. So we have 64-79, and Timberwolves are known to blow leads. That's been their, you know, I'm not trying to hex them or anything, but that has been their, they blow all the leads. So I'd say it's better for them to play close. Oh, good crossover and back away. Missed. Clunk. It's actually a pretty decent game. Oh, wow. They have been weak rebounders this game. There's no way they should give up any offensive boards. Poor defense. Why would you give up that position? And then you give up that offensive foul. Excuse me, you give up that foul. Stop the clock. You're dominating this team. But as you watched the game last week, they lost to the Lakers. They had a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter, and they blew it. And that seems to be their script. And even when they hold on, a lot of times that's the script, is blowing leads. Unnecessary ball handling. Good. See, that's what stuns you. You don't charge. Oh, good rebound. Wow, that was nice. That was nice. But you see, he took the extra dribble instead of charging. That's how you beat, we learned very early, because what it was stiff European dudes thought that was a way to take away athleticism. And that's why I hated Duke's coach Krzyzewski. That's what he was trying to do. He was saying, well, my unathletic guys can take charges and make the game even, to take away the athletics that these brothers have. And the refs would play that game for so many years. The refs, that was a forced pass. See, Prince is the fool. That's one turnover by Prince, a foul by Prince. See, he's the fool. He just turned the ball over and he fouled. So do you see he's the fool right now? There's no reason for that bad shot, turnover, and then there's no reason for that foul. Good rebound. Nice angle of the rebound. So if the game really changes, look for Prince to be the fool, because he did it the other night against the Lakers. At one point, Prince had 3 turnovers. Probably got to pee. I had to go talk to him. God damn, it's social hour, huh? During the game, it's social hour. He really needed to talk to him. I couldn't wait till after the game. I'm just saying, didn't look very professional. Unless he was the trainer or something. Oh, good move. They're in the zone. Okay, you got to hit it, Ant. He did. I think he hit that one. Kind of look on. I'm not saying dudes can't make shots. Never said that. $70-84, back up to 14, blocked it. See, another foul. That's how they're keeping him in the game and slowing the game down. Who else is scoring for them but him? Let it go. You ain't got to block the shot. Let it go. See, Prince again. Prince again. Prince is the fool. Prince again. Made the contact. See that? Prince made the contact. See, he's playing the fool part. Unnecessary. Unnecessary foul that Prince didn't have to do. And see, he's running out there like his hands like that. That's the thing, that's the thing they're taught. That should be looked at as a wrestling move. When you see the players do like this, watch this. Contact by Prince. Prince puts his arm on there right there. He didn't have to. Just let him shoot. But when you have a script, this slows the game down. You don't foul him, make or miss, the game goes quicker. But this slows the game down. That's why they call for the call. See, turnover on purpose. They're playing zone and he attacks. They're playing zone and he tries to attack the zone one-on-one. He does a turnover. Ant's not beyond playing the fool. That was on purpose turnover to keep them in the game. And again, what are they known for? Blowing leads. I mean, I called that they was playing zone 2-3 minutes ago. So Ant didn't know when he tried to take everybody on. That was a good dunk. Ant didn't know when he tried to take everybody 1-on-4 that they're playing zone. So he was, and that's why I've said, they wear earbuds. There's no doubt about that. They wear earbuds. This commercial's over a year old. We're kind of tired of it. Chris Paul's fading away. His NBA career, they've hung him on as long as they could because they need scripted people. They keep these old players, but he's beyond. Chris Paul with his 5'9", 5'10" self. Remember, he was so greedy of All-Star love, and he had a broke hand and still played in the All-Star game. What kind of shit is that? And I know it's bonus and all that, but he got the bonus just for making the All-Star game. And yes, the second bonus is if you play, which you're going to play because it's the All-Star game. Maybe I'm wrong about that. So if say he got the bonus for being chosen to the All-Star game, there was no reason for him to play. He shouldn't have played. Should have stayed out of it. Let another person come in. Didn't do that though, did he? Took his hurt ass out there and played. Vanity. Okay, we got 2 minutes. Here, plane. Very rare plane. Even though I don't live far from the airport, but rarely hear planes. Rarely, very rarely. All right, they went out of zone. They're playing back, matching up. Prince is the fool. They let the fool hit. There we go. See? He'll foul on purpose and do a turnover, but they'll let him hit. That's the second one he hit. A little bit of allergies. Did they call another foul? Wow. See, Prince again. The fool. They let him hit, but he fouls on purpose again. Look at that. See? See? Prince is the fool position. No reason to make contact there. He jumped into him. Prince made the contact. Slow the game down. Keep them in there. Keep the audience on the edge of their seats. That's what this is. Keep the audience on the edge of their seats. So see the price you have to pay? No, that was manipulated. That was long. They give you a 3, but then you got to go back down and foul on purpose. See, that's the price you have to pay. Minute 39, up by 11. Wow, good shot. And is unstoppable and a turnover. Hit it. They gonna let him hit it? Oh yeah, they did. Get this nice little run before the quarter for the TV ratings. Make it look real before, keep everybody, because they know everybody's leaving now. Go use the bathroom and shit. One man band. Okay, nobody can box out, huh? Everybody just watching while one man. That was weak. That was weak. Bad pass. Like he threw it to him too hard on purpose. Then that hit. I think a no on the shorts, though. I don't think I'd buy those shorts. Damn. Was that an air ball? Kind of moved before he even damn shot it. And putting in that work. What, 28? 9 in the first half. 18 in the second half. Was that 28? 27? 26? Somewhere in there. Putting in that work. Hit that one easy. See how he missed the first one on purpose? And he hit that one so easy. And he's been consistently good shooter. What? Career? Oh, okay, this year. Yeah, he's averaged 26 points a game in the season, regular season. Play zone. He's the only one shooting. Nope, he clunked it, but good rebound. No reason to rush it. What they do. And Rudy turns it over. Oh, Rudy gets it back, but he's going to turn it over. Nope, he scored. All right, I've got to pee, so please enjoy one of my past efforts while I go pee. No, not this one. Too short. Gotta find one a little longer. All right, this one's longer. All right. Give me a minute to go pee and enjoy the past show.
My finances were all over.
Well, welcome to the tonight. Welcome to the Chocolate Mountain Show. We are in the. I'm located in the Pimp Palace, as you can see.
Nigga. I'm nice, nigga. Yeah, you should drink this sooner.
Bringing good tides.
Whenever there ain't no beer, that's why we drink it here.
Bringing good tides to all that come and join tonight. Because we don't mourn, we enjoy the night. But this is the Chocolate Mountain Show. I'm your host, Big Pontiac. Welcome. I'm the holder of the infinite sacred ball game created by the Hero Twins. And I'm also your one and only Galactic Daddy-O. Welcome each and every one of the Chocolate Mountaineers to my galactic patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. And tonight's special drink again is the Rumbuas, which is again by Michigan's very own, Grand Rapids, Michigan's very own Founders, which is a raspberry type of ale. So pop them if you got them. And this was a waste of money. The total amount was 50 milligrams. Again, you know, I hear 50. I'm thinking each one. No, each one is 5 milligrams. So there's 10 in here. Very low doses. You could take all 10 and be a little buzzed. I mean, don't get these kind. They ain't got that much in them. It's still 5%, but you're gonna need 2 bottles to kind of keep it going. Not worth it. So smoke them if you want them. Not a lot going on in the world today. We're supposed to have a powwow down here at the casino. We'll see if we go tomorrow. Tomorrow we might also go to the world's biggest candy factory. So that's not far from us. So we might do that. Oh, sorry. So we might be doing that. I'll tell you, my son. Hey, brother PJ, how you doing, man? I still don't remember what I had to ask you. Hey, there's that bad man, CO, but thank you for joining, bro. How you been, man? How's things up in New York? What's the gas like up in New York? Here, the cheapest it is around the corner from the Pimp Palace is $3.77. Everywhere else is still $3.99, $3.94. And even though we closed today, it was $90 a barrel. I'll tell you what, if you guys are in Bitcoin, what was it, $2,000 drop today from 23 to 21. Ethereum dropped. Yeah, I still see a trip up there. Oh, bet. I talked to my son today. It looks like we're still going to see the Packers on the 11th. So New York City is nuts, but gas is $4.49. Okay. Wow. So the futures up there is a little different. I wonder because like up here we have a refinery in St. Paul. We have a major refinery. Like the way it goes from us, if I understand this right, you know, Chicago is a hub of refineries. I don't know if people realize that. If you're coming from the east going into Chicago, like going into Calumet, and you know coming into Chicago from the east, as you approach Lake Michigan, you know, coming through Calumet on 94, and as you approach Lake Michigan, you start smelling. That's my earliest thoughts of Chicago was always smelling oil. And as you go through Calumet and you approach West Michigan, first there's a natural gas station, and then there's other refineries. So we don't depend on the Chicago refineries because we have a refinery. We have a major refinery in St. Paul here. So that is still fairly high comparatively. Yeah, but 377 is about the cheapest. Michigan, I think my brother said that Michigan was quite down to what 340, 350, I think he said. So still expensive, still a bill. Even at 377 is still a bill. It should be, no pumping on Trump, but it was, gas would have went up regardless if Trump would have won. I talked about that last night because again, gas goes on futures. That's why you can see the price right now. You can see what they're setting up in November. I mean, every time Obama ran, the price of oil always dropped. But again, it's a futures market, so it's not actually the price that's trading at. People was pushing that around Facebook, saying a year ago at the price, but they don't. You have to understand that it's the month going forward, and not necessarily. Man 23 dropped today. Oh, okay. Ricky Smooth, thanks for joining me. I am convinced outside of crime, New York City will be hit but won't suffer, be smaller cities and towns. I am convinced outside of crime, New York will be hit but won't suffer like smaller cities and towns. Well, there's been movies, New York is always, it usually goes New York, DC in the movies. They hit DC and then they hit New York. The problem that they're going to run into if
All right, we're back. Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm doing laundry too. So, how did I do that? All right. Shut up. Let's mute me there anyway. All right. Okay, catch that. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter, y'all. Can they do it? We can do it all night. Oh, he was up there. Rudy. All right, 98-78. 20-point lead. Do you think they can hold it for the next 10 minutes? They had a 15-point lead against the Lakers. And basically, OKC has been a one-man show. Whoa. Hard jab, kick out. What was the call there? Bad pass. Who's going? Oh, Ant going out. Oh, terribly bad pass. Oh, some more beer in there. But there ain't no beer. That's why we drink it here. Oh shit! Almost knocked this shit over. Damn. All right. Ooh. 3. Clunk. Woo. Damn, Rudy. Boom. Oh. Rudy got him assist. Walker, what was his name? Alexander Walker? Something like that. Walker Alexander or something like that. What was his name? Decent game. 80-101, 21-point lead. 22. Again, the Timberwolves are known for blowing leads. But if I would make a prediction right now, and I would say if you look at it from the perspective of Felton Dine, Spencer Felton Dine, and Bud Grant Dine, I'd say, yeah, they're going to let them move into the playoffs. Good block. It's Towns. Why shoot a three so quick? Ooh, because it hurts them. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, they're moving on. See, keep them in the game. It did not. It did not. Clank. Really waste time. You know, work the clock. Not a quick shot. Oh, he traveled. They call a foul? He traveled. He traveled. Did they call foul? Because he sure traveled. Step back. Boom. Oh, that was manipulated. That was long. That was long. The way they had to drive it down. The last minute you saw it drive down. Yeah, that shot was long. Ah, Mr. Free Throw. It's interesting, you know, the life of being an actor, sports actor. Oh, we got to write that down. Sports actor. That's what they are. They're sports actors. Crap. Well, what do they say? Turn off the lights, the party's over. That's what it appears like. It appears like the party's over for OKC. They being clowned. Oh, he got them Jordan 37 lows on, Mike Conley. Mike Conley got the Jordan 37 lows. Oh, he's got the Target Center rolling. Now it's going to be a series. Them tickets is really going to go up. But they can still be had. They can still be had. Okay. Not sure why that happened, but it happened. Throw this shit away. Don't need all this shit anyway. Man. Super Bowl commercial. Another Super Bowl commercial. What'd you say, Crazy Sarge? Before long, they'll play football like in Starship Trooper. It hits different when Crazy Sarge comes in. It is different when Daryl Jones comes in. I think I said that for you, Daryl, but anyway. But yeah, indeed, they will. They definitely will. It's a video out where you can see some of the top draft picks, and all of them have grip gloves in the videos. Like they're catching crazy. And we know when you do these stunts, you can get the grip, you can get the regular workout grip gloves. Do you understand that? You can get the regular workout grip gloves that are legal, that you can find the commercial from years ago that they show you. That they put electronics in the ball and they have electronics in the gloves. And so you see these guys doing these practices, you know they're wearing them. They're not even looking, and the ball is attracted to the gloves. And this technology's been out since maybe 15. So this is, maybe 17, maybe 17. So it's nothing new. You know, Odell Beckham is how they put it in the league. And then, as I was talking about last night, once he fell out of favor or didn't fix or do something, they destroyed his ankle in a preseason game. No one tries to hurt a person in a preseason game, but yet he got extremely hurt. I mean, targetedly hurt, where you could see that the player was told, if there's any way you can hit him where his ankle or knee is vulnerable, do it. And the player did it. Destroyed his ankle, broke his ankle on purpose. And he was never the same player after that. He's been injury prone ever since that. Sports Center, I think, is calling it. So ABC is not involved tomorrow. It does not appear. So the games must be on TNT. CBS and TNT. I'm guessing. All right, where are we? 7 minutes and 45, 89, 70, 109, almost 30-point lead. Probably make that. Well, that was a basket manipulated shot. They can't show him giving up. Or it's bad for business. See? Turnover on... Oh, they gave him a foul. They bailed him out. They can't be close to the bonus. No, neither one's in the bonus. Okay, playoff Saturday. Oh, it is. It's ESPN. Second one, ESPN. No, they're all ESPN too. Okay. So, yeah, all the finals are ESPN, which means you have to have cable to watch the games tomorrow. To watch the NBA playoff games, it looks like you have to have cable. Might be one game on regular ABC. Looks like all the other, out of 5 games, it looks like only one is free. We blew it. Blew a layup. They pushed it out. Looked like a double dribble there. Carried. They're going to let them get a run and get it down to 15, 14. But it looks like the Timberwolves should have this one in the bag. 30-point lead in the NBA, it's very hard to come back. Unless you do stupid shit like that. Take bad shots. Why wouldn't you try to get it inside? You're up by 30. Why wouldn't you try to get it inside? And then no one guards on the 3, and they score. Timeout, TV timeout. See that? How that's scripted? He takes a bad shot, and they give up a bad shot. So we follow the script, and that's why I want to go live with this stuff, so we can see it instead of me having to take little clips and show you what's happening and show you the angle of the balls. You see for yourself if you follow in the game. And again, this live is for people watching the basketball game. So I'm not philosophizing right now. Now after the game, I might philosophize for a little while, but I'm not philosophizing. I am on my sacred ball game stuff and criticizing, analyzing how the script is done right in real time. And how each individual play, we can see how the script is done. So that's why I like to go live on this stuff. So we're not fooled. We pay attention. We're not just, we're not hypnotized by the action. Because people get hypnotized by the action. Because they think it's real. They don't understand. It's like watching a Globetrotter game. It's all scripted. And that's one thing that the Sweetwater movie shows, is that he was paying the other team to lose on purpose, no matter how good or bad they were. He was paying the other players too. And actually, in some cases, paid the other players more, despite the Trotters being the main attraction. He'd play he'd pay the European players more. He's paying them 100. He's paying the Globetrotters 50, even though people were there to see the Globetrotters. And that's some subtle racism too. A little subtle racism, cheating the brothers. Because at one point, Sweetwater says, "Why are you paying them to fix the game when we'll beat them anyway?" And in one scene in the movie, Sweetwater lets them catch up. He literally lets them shoot layup after layup until the game is tied. And it's in a small barn, and Sweetwater shoots one. He's like, 5, 4, and then he shoots, because it's such a small gym, you can shoot from damn near the other end, the 3-pointer. And he makes the 2-pointer to win. And so what he's saying is you're giving them money that you could be giving to us because we're good enough to beat them anyway. That's the point. But the point is of them people. Them people is like, well, we got to control everything, and we'd rather pay them more, even though you are the stars and the attraction. I mean, it's a slap in the face. It's a clear slap in the face of his own players. That he pays them more, but yet his players are the one that sells the thing out. But still a good movie worth seeing. And putting in that work. Got the Patrick Ewing look from the 80s. Ewing said, he was from the islands. They got cold in D.C., so he had to wear the T-shirt under the shirt. It was really kind of a marketing probably thing, too, because the world tried to imitate it. And that's how he's very up and down, as you see. He's very up and down. Some nights he'll dominate. I mean, he'll literally dominate the game. So they have this game in the bag. See how many all on-purpose turnovers they do at this point. They ain't going to let him hit that. Transition game. Rudy gets back pretty good. Gotta let him score sometime. Nope. Clunk. They have not made a three-pointer this half. Or this quarter. I don't think they've made a three-pointer this half. So they suck. 109-86. No clock, no time off the clock, just a quick shot. Wow. It's funny how you put that ball there and flipped it up. Got the running start on him. Ooh. There goes the owner. I don't know if I made the report. He paid the money. Him and dude, they had to come up. Him and the other guy, Lamas, I forget. But they came up with the $250 million. They only got one more payment. They've paid him $500 million so far for the franchise. So I think they only owe him one more payment when they'll acquire the team. But yeah, A-Rod and the other owner, they came up with the $250 million. So I think that's $500 million they paid for the Timberwolves so far, and they have 2 years to pay it off. So that's a pretty good start. Remember, he was the first player to get $250 million. Couple contracts like that, so he should be able to have baseball ownership. And I've never had a problem with the island people playing because, again, it started the sports, that baseball, the ball game started on the islands. So they have every right to play it. You've never heard me saying anything about them. Tim Duncan, people try to say Tim Duncan is not part of the, they tried to play Tim Duncan like he was part of the foreigners, but no, you were born in the Americas. Tim Duncan is from the Virgin Islands, which is American territory. So he's not included in the foreigner. He's not a foreigner. The ball game is in his DNA too, because he's born on American soil. All these are American, up to Alaska, all the way down to all the islands. These are the Americas. Look at that balanced scoring. All your starters scoring in double figures. Where's White? White had to start. White started. That's good when they didn't need him to score. Timberwolves in the bonus. See this weave play? This is the same thing as the handoff the Globetrotters. Okay. Try to do a just to replace. Nice shot. Nice floater. Caught him flat-footed. Throw it over him. I would say that's the agony of defeat look. Wouldn't you say so? Isn't that the agony of defeat look? I think it is. Okay. Oh. Damn. He didn't even try to make that. He did not try to make that. I think I got a water in here. Good. Drink all this damn beer. Timeout? What the hell for? Ooh, his eye is closing. What they call timeout for? Oh. Oh no. TV timeout, y'all. Well, it looks like the Timberwolves is going. Chiefs guy. It is different when you come on. No, Chiefs guy, I've got on these. What do you call these? These are Tascam headphones. No, Chiefs guy, I do not wear headphones. So, you already know that. You already know that, but the players do. And I think the players do on every level. I think every level of pro sports, they wear earbuds. I mean, why does the shortstop miss a ball when he ain't missed a ball in weeks? Why does he suddenly miss a ball? I mean, it's been, I mean, the sports have never been pure. There's very few examples of pure sports. I would say, like, even boxing, the only, well, it's a couple. It's like when Mike Tyson got beat the first time by Douglas. I thought that probably was close to not fixed. Ali Frazier won was probably close to not fixed to his point. But most sports are fixed. Not most, all sports are fixed in one way or another. And since we know from the president stuff that they've had they've had little tiny earbuds for 50 years. For 50 years, they've had little tiny earbuds. Remember, they'd always show the presidents and they had the little earbuds? That's been around for 50 years. So to say that all the players wear them is not a stretch. And you just look at the behavior. The behavior backs that. All right, 111 to 88 with 338. Timberwolves are in the bonus. Deep three, short. That was double dribble. He collected the ball and dribbled, and then he dribbled again. That's double dribble. That's one of the, every level misses a lot of that double dribble. High school, boom, okay. Turn off the lights, the party's over. High school they miss double dribble so much. They will let a guy like dribble up to the key and sit there, it's till he's 5 seconds, and then the guy start dribbling again and they'll miss it. It's like, wait a minute, he got to that position because he dribbled. I called that a lot this year, was just watching. So Saturday, the first game comes on at noon my time, Eastern time, 1 o'clock. So California time, what you be, 10 or 11? So 11 Mountain time, California 10 for y'all, California. 10, 11, 12, 1. Ah, there's their second three. Or is that their first three of the quarter? That's their first three and maybe of the half. Good pass. Ran their offense. They kind of quit. Definitely say, they quit. OKC has kind of pulled the plug. Because you can say this is a play-in, but this is a wild card playoff. That's all this is. This is a wild card game, which is the playoff game. I like tobacco a lot. Oh, that was a nice move. Kind of a finger roll. Right down the middle. Timberwolves have it. Timberwolves will get to play on Sunday. And ABC, ESPN is dominating the coverage, which I didn't know. TNT must be cut out, but hell, they were still doing announcing tonight. Oh, the early games is on TNT. No weekend games. The early games. All right, we got 1:27 left, and they are getting pounded. Quit crying about your call. You're winning. You're winning. Oh my goodness, just yes. All right. There we go. Tonight, I'm all right. Dun, 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 dun. Tonight, I'm all right. All right, 105. They've got this game, y'all. They've got this game. Turn off the lights. The party is over. It's over. Pull over. It's over for OKC. OKC is sunk. OKC is down for the count. They have lost. They have given it up. That's where we'll start off with right there. Yep. All right, that is the game. All right, that is the game. Timberwolves do it. Won me a little bit of $100. Well, guess we can get into it. What time is it? I'll go for, how long have I been going already? 2 hours. I might do an hour. All right. We are going to give you the Chocolate Mountain Show, High Vibrations. To the east, to the north, to the west, and to the south. As above, below, and the center. Moving energies. This is about moving energies. You can't activate without moving energies. Yes. All right. I am Big Pontiac, and this is the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am the holder of the Infinite Sacred Ball game created by the Hero Twins, and I am that one and only Galactic Daddy-O. Welcome to each and every one of you to my Galactic Patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. How you gonna party with me? All right, you know I love to give you local stuff, so I'm going to give you some local stuff.
Listen to that. That's the St. Louis River in Carlton. It runs through Jay Cook State Park just southwest of Duluth. The river is at major flood stage right now and high enough that visitors crossing the swinging bridge could get hit with a splash. And check out the chunks of ice tumbling through Tetagooch State Park. The ice dam on the Baptism River broke and sent the ice flowing downstream. The DNR is asking visitors to explore with caution. Some St. Paul roads are shutting down as the Mississippi River levels go up. Water Street closed this afternoon. A 3-mile stretch of Shepherd/Warner Road will close on Sunday. Right now, the river level is between 10 and 11 feet. It's expected to crest at 18 feet. The river is moving fast in Minneapolis. Today, the Army Corps of Engineers opened the Upper St. Anthony Falls lock so more water can get through. Alan Henry is live at the lock tonight, just one of many steps to fight flooding across the state, Alan.
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. Like you said, the gates are open in the mighty Mississippi. You can see it over my shoulder here, and you can definitely hear it. It is living up to its name, and it's expected to only get stronger and higher through the weekend. And that's why up the river, communities like Champlin are taking steps to prepare, while others, well, they're enjoying it while they can.
It's been an aggressive week from the planning standpoint. We make sure we had materials on site.
Crews in Champlin have been hard at work assembling sandbags in preparation for potential flooding.
If the residents deem it's necessary to protect structures, we have them available here at City Hall.
Now, let me add, I used to live in Champlin, and there was, if you remember the skater, she was married to one of the Wild players, Hamaguchi. She was Olympic bronze, silver medalist. She lived, like, their backyard was literally the Mississippi River. And they had cleaned out everything where you could swim and all that shit. But yeah, Champlin is right on the Mississippi River. Let's go.
Flood stage on the Mississippi is 12 feet. Friday night, it's at 10.5 here and rising.
We've got a couple city parks on the river itself, and we have closed 2 of those today as it's the levels have started to come up.
For some, the flooding has already become an inconvenience, especially near some waterfront trails in the parks. But for others, it's become an opportunity.
I mean, we get flooding every year, but this is really fast. I can't believe how quick this water came up. We were just walking over here yesterday, and wow, look at the water's ever.
Now, let me say again, he's way north of me. He is way north of me. He is like Champlin or even Anoka. It says he lives in Anoka. This is almost 45 to 50 minutes away from me, north.
Everywhere. It's all up on the path. We can't even walk here anymore.
Across the river in Anoka, Jack Hansen says the rising water has already surrounded his favorite fishing spot, but he doesn't mind.
I said, I gotta go check it out there again. So I just waded through the water because I got my Crocs on. And yeah, it's been a pretty good day so far. I'm sitting on the bench there, reeling the fish right up below me, and just grab them, and I don't even have to walk down there or anything because they just come right up to me.
But as the river continues to rise, officials are urging everyone to tread carefully.
The big issue for us, obviously, is what's Mother Nature going to bring over the next 2 days with rain.
Now in Champlin, the river there is expected.
All right, you guys get it. This is what 80 some inches of snow gives you. Now remember, we've been caught in the drought like everybody else. But this year they can't say it. This is the 3rd snowiest winter. And then if we get any accumulation tomorrow, which is very, very doubtful, it's going to rain, but the snow's not going to stick. Because what you have to understand is it gets so cold it gets so warm that the ground is too warm for the snow to stick. So we are getting, so that is coming. That is definitely coming. So yeah, I just wanted to give you that. Oh shoot. Huh. Is earbuds what? No, is this is earbuds? Inner earbuds better. Is earbuds better? I don't know. It's just a way to communicate. It's just a way to communicate and just get the information. That's what it is. It's like how to make the play. Like they tell all those lies. They try to tell you all those lies about what the Astros did, hitting the can. None of that was necessary. There's direct communication on how you're supposed to script the game. So to say that, see, this is a crooked sport trying to put the blame on one. So it's a distraction. That whole Houston thing was a distraction. This is a crooked, fake sport that's trying to make it a way to say that, well, they was the only one that was fake, not the whole thing. Now, if they admit that one part of it's fake, all of it is fake. And they've admitted that one part of it's fake. So if one team was able to fake plays and influence the outcome by behavior, then it's all fake. So this is a story I've been showing you, and it's a feel-good story.
Guys, my name is Eddie. I'm the founder.
And I'm going to show the feel-good story. Something we've been following a little bit. I've been following.
Lee Breidenbach were shot and killed during. Wisconsin is preparing to honor the lives and legacies of two fallen police officers in a final farewell. Cameron officer Hunter Scheel and Chautauqua officer Emily Breidenbach were shot and killed during a traffic stop in the village of Cameron this past Saturday. Thousands are expected to visit Cameron to show their support during tomorrow's solemn.
Now, keep in mind, this was European on European crime
Ceremony. Adam Duxter is live where that will happen tomorrow.
Now, this is in Wisconsin. This is not near me. This is 4 or 5 hours away from me in Wisconsin. So it's all Europeans. It's very, I think the town had something like 1,800 people. So do you know what it's like? They have 3 or 4 police officers in the other little counties, and you got the state, you got the sheriff's department, and then you have the state. So this is a very, very, very rural area.
Adam, what has the response been like so far today?
Yeah, Jeff, simply put, it's been staggering to see the amount of support for those two fallen police officers here in town. So many people we talked to knew them, either one or both. But we've also seen today people coming in from out of town that did not know these police officers, but are here to show their support nonetheless. 6 days later, still hard to believe.
Just a nightmare. Just something I wish I could wake up from, like it wasn't even real.
Jeremy Seams knew Officer Emily Breidenbach.
She was just such a special lady in this town. Not just a police officer, she was friends to half the town.
And Emma Knudsen.
He always was someone who would ask you how you were doing. He was always someone that made you feel like you were special.
The cousin of Officer Hunter Scheel.
His heart really was in law enforcement, and I think being able to help those in his community was something that he really wanted to do.
This week, she and her coworker.
Now, on him, he was 6 years in the National Guard, and he was within a year or two of being patrol.
Have worked to honor the two.
She's been active. The female was active since 18 or 19, so she only had 3 or 4 years. And to kind of catch you up on what happened is she pulls somebody over. The guy had made threats to people before, and he starts popping her. The other guy must have backed her up, and it's the person that shot her popped her. It appears like the person that backed him up, the guy, rushed. Well, is backing her up. He comes out, sees she gets popped, and he starts trying to shoot down. And I guess the perpetrator came out of the vehicle. And the other officer was able to kill the guy, but the guy killed him.
while still processing their own grief.
You just keep one step in front of the other. You know, you keep moving forward for the people that need you to move forward. At some time or at some point, we will grieve when we can. But right now, we need to be here for the people that need us most.
A memorial seemingly around every corner, symbolic of a community leaning on each other.
As a group, we'll be able to get through it. Well, we have to.
Man, look, I mean, I understand this place. When you drive through, this is it right here. Like some of these little towns, when you drive through, this is it. Like I go down to Red Wing or Stillwater, you go through, or Wilburn, what is that, where my son went to college? Man, you go through these little towns, and this is what you see right here is the town. 1,800 people, this is it right here. This is their downtown. Nothing, you know?
But it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun at all. That school's never going to be so full. I know that.
And you heard him mention the school right there, Jeff. That's Cameron High School, where we're at right now. We just moments ago got a look inside. Organizers say they're expecting up to 3,200 people to fit in not only the auditorium, but not one, but two overflow spaces. And Jeff, that would essentially triple the population here in Cameron if 3,200 folks are here tomorrow. So just staggering to see that support.
Yeah, incredible, honestly. All right, thank you, Adam. We'll bring.
So that was another little story I've been following on the very rare killing in that area. So what's going on with these Europeans? And you know, it's kind of this area of the country. That's all. It's just what's going on in this part of the country. I'm sorry to say that. It's just what's going on. I mean, this is just, it's even more. It's every week, all the time.
On Cheltenham Avenue, that's the main road that runs right here at the Melrose Shopping Center, right at that Dunkin'. It's very important police locate that silver car last seen heading east on Cheltenham Avenue. That's the main road that runs right here at the Melrose Shopping Center, right at that Dunkin' Donuts. The drive-through is where that woman was in her car with her child. Police say the killer walked right up to the car and fired multiple shots through her window.
Damn!
It hits too close to home to me, especially me having children and her being a mother herself.
Sounds like a hit.
A murder in a Dunkin' drive-thru as multiple people are in line. The victim, a mom and teacher. Police say Rachel King was waiting in this line when a silver car came into the lot. A man got out, dressed in light pants, a hooded sweatshirt. His face was covered and he...
You know, that's an X. That's an X. That's an X.
Walked right beside
The X was probably following her and she didn't realize it.
her car. Never opened the door, just pulled out a gun and fired directly at King.
It completely breaks my heart. I don't know how anyone could ever recover, and it's his mother. You know, like, you lost your mother, that's traumatic. My heart goes out to him.
The fear is building as gun crimes increase. Why is the question most have here today. King's 11-year-old son was in the back seat of her car.
That's a big crappy dam, but that ain't around here. I'm sorry. I thought this shit was around here. The fuck is what I'm looking at?
Police are looking for two people.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to show. Okay, this is what I was trying to show. All right, let's hear it.
They believe walked into a transit station and opened fire. WCCO's Reg Chapman has the latest.
It's one of the busiest transit stations in the metro. And early Friday morning, it was the scene of a shooting. Shortly after 10, gunfire rang out inside the I-35 and Lake Street transit station. Both Metro Transit and Minneapolis police officers were there within minutes, speaking with...
Now, let me say, this is not too far from where Lake Street is where Lake in Chicago is where the George Floyd Monument or whatever the fuck it is. This is like what's considered the South Side. So this is on the South Side where the train, you can take the train or the bus, I believe.
Witnesses in checking surveillance video, they quickly learned what happened.
We had two individuals go into the station. They appeared to be armed. A shooting incident took place at this time early in the investigation.
Now, let me say, in Minneapolis proper, we have the police department, the MPD, which was Chauvin and you know, that's the MPD. We have what this guy you just saw. That's the transit police. Now, what did back up to Chauvin with the Floyd case was park police. So we have transit police, we have park police, and we have MPD. And we have Hennepin County Police, and we have the State Patrol.
It appears that we have 2 victims that were shot. From latest information, they appear to be stabilized at HCMC.
Metro Transit Police Chief Ernest Morales III says the 2 victims should recover. Other people inside the station were not hurt.
I'm pretty and fairly confident that we have a lead.
Morales says investigators will not rest until the 2 people who opened fire are arrested and charged.
Transit is safe. I don't want you to be concerned. It's an alarming incident. However, I implore you to continue to ride systems. This is an...
They want that bread. Don't let these shootings stop you from giving us that bread.
Isolated incident, and there is no threat to the general public.
Metro Transit is addressing how some riders and staff feel unsafe at certain transit stations. $6 million has been allocated to hire private security to patrol 6 stations that are considered hotspots. The I-35 and Lake Street is not one that will get extra security, but that could change.
We do know that it's been receiving attention.
Now, the buses, let me tell you, economically, the Mall of America has 2 big hotels. So the way it was, and I think it's back like that, but you could technically fly in, and then you could take the train from the airport to the Mall of America, and then you could go right to your hotel. I mean, of course, they have, certain hotels where you could get picked up at the airport, but they have a direct, like you could get off at the airport, and you could get on a train at the airport that would take you to the Mall of America. Well, the problem was they had this open all night, and a lot of homeless people would stay, hours. They would live on the trains, technically.
And something is definitely being considered.
Reg Chapman, WCCO News.
The Lake Street and
So this is kind of what we deal with up here. Well, I don't have to take that shit. So, but this is kind of what's going on in the area where I live, and things that we consider, and the stories here in the Great White North. And the views here. Let me see. This is gonna take a minute. I'm gonna play this because I gotta go pee. So I'm gonna play this. Please. So I can go pee. All right. Here we go. There we go.
Is limited. However, Attorney General Keith Ellison wants to put those fears to bed. He met with the press today to talk about the legality of accessing mifepristone here at home. Here's what he had to say.
Let me be clear. I'm committed to doing everything in my power to preserve the rights of Minnesotans to access safe and effective abortion medication like mifepristone. Full stop. Let me tell you, here is where things stand at the moment. Minnesota has joined other AGs suing in federal court in Washington state. We're seeking to broaden access to mifepristone so that it is treated like other drugs with similar safety records, which are good in mifepristone's case. Safer than so many things out there in the market, as safe as ibuprofen and other medications. Last Friday, the Washington court judge issued a ruling staying the FDA and saying it could not change its treatment of mifepristone in Minnesota. On the same day, a judge in Texas took it upon himself to disagree with all of the scientific studies, and he ruled mifepristone should lose its FDA approval. And in the Fifth Circuit has said most of what the Texas judge's ruling still stands. Now, yesterday afternoon, the Washington court judge doubled down and said, no, my order stands. And I expect, speaking as the AG, that the FDA I would expect the FDA to follow it in the plaintiff states, which includes Minnesota. So as I said, in Minnesota, we expect people to have access to mifepristone. The plaintiff states are writing to the FDA to make it clear how we interpret the orders, and we expect no change in the status quo, meaning how things were before the Texas judge's order. Additionally, the FDA has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to fully stay the Texas judge's order, and the Supreme Court is likely to respond soon. Now, let me be clear. The Fifth Circuit decision does not, not affect the Washington stay, meaning mifepristone remains an approved drug for abortion, both in Minnesota and in all states. Let me repeat that. Mifepristone remains an approved drug for abortion. I want to remind everyone, this is an evolving situation.
Now remember, this is an agenda state, and this is a state where if you want to bring a child to have sexual transition, the child damn near don't even have to tell the parents. But this is a state where they'll allow you to bring your child and start giving their child the kind of medication that will transition him to be, whatever, sterilize him and all that. But this state is a harbor for that. So keep that in mind.
Situation. Things are changing rapidly. Nobody can honestly say they know exactly what is going to happen. But we are committed to make sure that people have the right to make their own reproductive choices and use safe drugs like mifepristone.
We know that anti-abortion activists brought the case challenging mifepristone in Texas with the intent of harming abortion access and harming patients across the nation. Anti-abortion activists have used the courts to create confusion in the healthcare system, which directly harms patients.
She's reading. You see that? She read that. It's a prepared statement. A lot of this is what she's saying is propaganda.
It's a cruel tactic and will serve to harm already marginalized communities the most.
Again, you're talking about they're trying to push it to the melanated people. And melanated people are the most aborted people. I mean, people don't understand, since 1970, what was it? 3 generations were wiped out. Hundreds of thousands of people were wiped out. And as those two sisters said, they said, people celebrating genocide. I mean, people are celebrating genocide.
As Black Maternal Health Week comes to an end on Monday, we are faced with the stark reality that healthcare in this country is political.
Wait a minute. Did this chick just say, let's hear that again. Let's hear that again. What did you just say?
As Black Maternal Health Week comes to an
Black Maternal Health Week? What is that? What is that? Did that come to an end last Monday, or is it going to come to an end this coming Monday? I've never heard of such a thing.
An end on Monday, we are faced with the stark reality that
she's reading.
In this
you see her looking pattern? She's reading that.
Country is
prepared statement. She's not being live.
Political. Your zip code and the color of your skin determine.
There we go again. Color of your skin and zip code. Oh my goodness. Come on.
What type of care you receive. Health disparities are not accidents. They're predictable results of policy choices. They are judicial choices.
See, she's reading all this. Somebody prepared this for her. You see her eyes? She's reading. She's not coming off the cuff. She's reading a prepared statement.
The court decision out of Texas is yet another example. Nationally, Black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die.
See, she's going off the cuff now. See, she's seeing to her right. She's off the cuff.
Of a pregnancy related.
She's looking back, and she needs some numbers, so she's looking back to the confirmed numbers. She needs those numbers.
In states with restrictive abortion laws, the maternal
See, right is off the cuff, left is she's reading. And I'm sorry, when I was a cop, I took classes, when you interview people to see what's called gross body movements.
Mortality rates are even.
So I ain't like the mag man and ain't got no real experience with real situations about, looking at people's behavior. I have real online experience of looking at behaviors.
even worse. This is an unacceptable disparity, and it will only serve to increase this preventable maternal health crisis. Our health services teams have been preparing from an operations perspective.
She's reading again. You see, to the right, to her right, she's reading.
And because of the
Prepared statement.
leadership of Keith Ellison, we are likely going to have more protections on medication abortion, and we are preparing for plans for each state that we provide abortion care within: Minnesota, Iowa, and Nebraska. The current state of our healthcare landscape is—
That's odd. Minnesota, Idaho, and Nebraska. Idaho's a long way away from us. Nebraska's way south of us. Wow. Okay.
not fair, it's not equitable, it's not just, and it's just plain wrong.
That's off the cuff.
People should be able to get their health care in their communities. While we wait for the U.S. Supreme
So abortion's healthcare, huh? Genocide is healthcare.
Court to weigh in on this issue, we are again faced with yet another court deciding what health care we can have.
Abortion is essential health care, and patients.
That's agenda. That's agenda. It is not. Genocide is not essential health care. This is agenda. And who is she? Chief Medical Officer, Planned Parenthood. And we know Planned Parenthood is Bill Gates. What's the European lady that also started, the eugenics? This is eugenics. She's part of eugenics. Anytime you see Planned Parenthood, that's eugenics. And as I've told you many times before here, when the conservatives were protesting the Planned Parenthood on the main street, okay, that was the main street where I would take my, like up here in this state, there's wading pools everywhere. And so in the summertime, there's always a place for young people to go swim, or at least a wading pool. So we walked to the wading pool. Across the street from an elementary school was a Planned Parenthood center. And the only way you knew was a small sign in a window. Did you think anybody ever protest against that one? Across the street from elementary school? What do you think? It is not healthcare. Genocide is not healthcare. And what's her name? What's the lady's name I'm looking for? That's a big eugenics lady that Hillary Clinton. Oh, Stiller? No, it's coming to me. Hillary Clinton loved. Stillers? What is her name? That lady that's eugenics. And eugenics was about getting rid of the brown folks, which they did very well since 1970. Again, look at the numbers. 3 generations of melanated people were destroyed. Now, when you had Biden say that we've got to deal with the Mexican brothers and sisters being a bigger majority, well, again, we helped that by getting rid of 3 generations. Do you know how many people 3 generations are? Those melanated people were allowed to live, and they spread, do you know 3 generations? We wouldn't even be close with the Mexican brothers and sisters. We would have just as many as them. Look how high and mighty. This is a Bill Gates. She works for Bill Gates. Eugenics. Stiller. What's her name? Stiller. Margaret Singer. Margaret Singer. She is tied to Margaret Singer. This lady right here, Planned Parenthood is tied to Margaret Singer. Look her up, who Hillary Clinton said she loved and admired. Margaret Singer was a eugenics. Bill Gates' daddy was a eugenics. Bill Gates is a eugenics. And so is she. Dr. Sarah Traxler, she's a eugenicist.
Should have options. Since mifepristone's FDA approval in the year 2000, medication abortion has grown in popularity, and now it accounts for about
She's reading the prepared statement. It's not off the cuff.
About 50%
okay.
of all abortions nationwide.
Okay, look at her. Her reading is to her right, off the cuff is to our. Okay, her reading is to our right, off the cuff is to her left.
Wide. So if you're feeling upset that once again,
see, she's not reading.
Judges have inserted.
See, she's not reading here. She's looking. There's some facts about to come up, so she's looking back at the prepared statement.
The private, personal, medical decision.
Okay, looks to her right. She's talking off the cuff.
You are not alone.
See, she's talking off the cuff. You're not alone, but she still, if there's any facts right there, she wants to go by them.
Am very, very much there with you. The decisions out of Texas and from the Fifth Circuit have nothing
That's definitely reading.
to do with facts or science, but are deliberate.
Science. See, science only matters when it deals with something they want. It's agenda driven. Science is, and again, their science is just, they're weak, they're magic.
Political interferences in private healthcare decisions. Every single one of us deserves the right to make decisions about our own bodies and futures without this interference. These decisions have the potential of impacting more than just abortion care.
She's reading. This is the president. She has to have a prepared statement.
They could impact sexual and reproductive health care as a whole because mifepristone is used in miscarriage management and several other reproductive health indications. Mifepristone has a proven record of safety and effectiveness. It's been used in parts of Europe and China since the late 80s and the early 90s, and it's been used by more than 5 million people in the United States since the FDA approved.
Where are all my gematry people? Where's all my gematry people?
Approved it over 2 decades ago. Taking mifepristone off the market is not a medical decision. It's a political attack and will have
Okay, that's propaganda.
profound negative impact
Propaganda.
on abortion access.
Propaganda.
It also puts the FDA's regulatory authority in peril, and that is problematic for every single one of us. It's hard for me to emphasize how frustrating it is for me to have judges and politicians and protesters and whoever in my exam
She's off the cuff right now.
room with me and my patient. We're pretty packed in there right now. So right now we have judges from Texas in there trying to determine what care we can provide and not provide and how we provide it. Medical professionals, the experts with sound understanding of science.
Again, what was we hearing during that bug? Science. So see, that's a fall backward.
And patients who are the experts of their own lives.
But keep in mind, this is eugenicist speaking. You know, she's a eugenicist, and their goal is to genocide. That's her goal, is to genocide melanated people. So she's fighting right now so she can keep doing genocide.
Should be the ones making these important life decisions.
All right. That's a doozy, y'all. That is a doozy. That is a doozy, y'all. But that's what's happening. What's happening? Oh, okay. It seems like there's been an attack on energy to the Midwest the last couple of years, especially in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Whoa, it hits harder when researcher 2022 comes in. Attack. I don't know. I don't know about the attack. And I know what you're getting at, you know, the Floyd situation and everything. As I said with the Floyd thing was predictable to me. And I've said this before, why it was predictable. It was predictable to me because I've said this before. This was the testing ground area. We had the Bastille case. We had a case, people forget, we had a case where a dude ran away and got shot in the back. And that one got covered up and you never talked about it. But we had Bastille case and we had one more case. And then we had the Brooklyn Center incident even after Floyd. So this is a test area. This is a test area to see what people will put up with. Now, because of Floyd, as I've said, you know, the laws are going to change here. And I think starting in July, they can't stop people pretty much. But you know what I've been seeing? The sheriff's department stopping people and the state stopping people. Because in Minneapolis proper, they're not going to really be able to stop people other than speeding. So that's a big loss of revenue. But what I've noticed, and I noticed this shoot about 10, that the county started patrolling Minneapolis a little more to try to get some of that revenue. So that's what they're going to keep trying to do. Because remember, we've suburbs. It's hundreds of suburbs that have their own police departments. And it's interesting, are they going to follow suit? Because Brooklyn Center, we had the killing up there. They can't again, a lot of places are not going to be able to stop you for one tail light, license plate light out, tags, expired plates. All these petty stops are going to be thrown out here. So we're going to see a lot. So it's interesting how much What I find interesting is how much the state and county is going to take over to make up this revenue, because they're going to get all this revenue that the city's not going to get anymore. And remember, the Minneapolis proper just gave up almost $30 million in the last 2-3 years. They gave Floyd's like 24, I think it was 24, you know, and then they just gave up another 8 million. Now you would think that the citizens would be outraged by this. Now the backlash did come. They got rid of the union boss that was one of the union bosses during Floyd and was trying to get Chauvin off. They got rid of him. And as I've talked many times, the gang unit here that was allowed to go for 10 years between 07 and 12 or 13 was just horrible. Very racist and horrible. Was allowed to go unchecked on North Minneapolis, stealing money and goods, money, property, unchecked. Property never getting back. Then suddenly they disbanded and say, well, you know, there's no oversight. But it was all into the war on drugs. It was all part of the war on drugs, so it was okay because it was going after melanated people, unchecked melanated people. Now this is where okay, this is a little short story that I can't tell if this is a propaganda or if this is real. But this is what they try to say is, let's listen. Oh.
Handles more than one help in an emergency. They're on the other end of the line. Just one state 911 dispatch center handles more than 155,000 calls every year. WCCO's Adam Duxer explains why during a week meant to honor them, those operators are now the ones calling for help.
State Patrol 911.
If you call for help,
hi, this is State Patrol. How can I help you today?
there's a chance Justin DeJarlis
Oh, what kind of vehicle was it?
will be on the other line.
It's not like Groundhog's Day where you wake up and you're doing the same thing every day. It's something different every day. State Patrol Radio, this is Justin.
For 10 years, sometimes 100 times a day, the State Patrol dispatcher answers 911 calls, always helping others.
Vehicle fire. Car burst into flames.
But now,
everybody is struggling as a whole.
This place needs help.
Right now we have 28 dispatchers. We need 45. So down 17.
The Roseville Center staffed just about 2/3 of what it should be, which means more hours.
How many are there?
More calls.
He don't look very healthy, does he? He doesn't look very healthy at all. Sits down all 8 hours. Look at him. He doesn't look healthy, and he's not that old.
Calls and less time off.
We want people to come and be helpful. We want people to come in here. We need people to come in and answer those 911 calls. We need people to come in and be that voice between your worst day and the help you need to navigate that worst day.
DeJarlis.
You're going to come in, you're going to be helping somebody who needs help every.
Man, I mean, what kind of issues? We see a sugary drink right there. But look at this man. He hasn't exercised since he's been an adult. Look at this. He sits down all day at work. He sits down all day when he goes home. Look at this man. This man can't be more than 35, 40 at the oldest. Look at this. Look how terrible shape he is.
Every single day.
Now putting out a call of his own.
Regardless if it's a flat tire or a serious injury crash, knowing that you help them during that time of need is a really rewarding thing at the end of the day.
Adam Duxter, WC.
See, he got in at the end of the day. Damn. At the end of the day. The parroting phrase, at the end of the day. Wow, wow, wow. So, yeah. So I know this wasn't I didn't philosophize a lot tonight, but you know, this was about the Timberwolves' victory. But I'm just kind of passing some information that goes on and what the melanated people have to deal with here. I think I showed this one, and I'm going to show this one again.
What if you could do SEO smarter and fast?
Yeah, we don't want to do all that. But yeah. This one is kind of interesting. I want you to check this out. This is kind of interesting.
Life sentence after being convicted for the 2010 murder of his wife.
In court today, Nick Firkus continued to maintain his innocence while family and friends spoke of their anguish and sense of betrayal. Firkus was not charged with his wife's murder until 11 years later in 2021.
11 years he got away.
He says his 25-year-old wife, Heidi, was shot when he and an intruder struggled over a gun in their...
It looks like they live on North Minneapolis or South Minneapolis. They don't have money. They didn't have money. They live to poor people.
St. Paul home. Esme Murphy reports on the emotional sentencing.
Heidi Firkus' brother spoke first about his continuing grief over the loss of his sister.
I really miss my sister. And while I know nothing will replace the void of her not being here, the load is lighter knowing the fight for the truth of her story has been won.
Several of Heidi's close friends also spoke.
Because of Nick Firkus, I never get to see my friend again. Because of Nick Firkus, Heidi is missing out on so much.
Prosecutors argued the motive was that Firkus was trying to save his reputation. They argued that Heidi did not know that he had not paid the mortgage in 22 months. And the very...
Damn! He didn't pay the mortgage in 22 months, probably during COVID, though. No, 2010. Damn, and look at the house. The house is busted up. This looked like one of the old houses I lived in. Had a big old porch, only had 3 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms here and 1 bedroom in the back, 1 bathroom upstairs. This looked like the exact same kind of house. Big ass porch like I used to have.
The very next day, the couple was going to be evicted. Firkus showed no emotion.
Damn, he killed her and like what? What, it was less to move somewhere else? And he got away with it for 11 years.
Until he began wiping away tears as his friends and his family expressed a continued belief in him.
It's hard to reduce the goodness of Nick to just a few paragraphs, but I hope my words give you a glimpse of the kind and loving human he is.
Steve Firkus.
He wasn't too kind and loving. Killed his wife.
Firkus is Nicholas' father.
For all of us, it is impossible that Nick could ever have done what he is accused of doing. We believe him.
Say what?
And we believe in his innocence.
Firkus himself.
Again, this is European on European crime.
Insisted he didn't do it.
While I understand the jury's verdict and the sentence you must give.
That's the best y'all could do? This is some Walmart stuff. This is some Walmart. I didn't even care. They like, nigga, you going to jail. We not going to dress you in shit. Look at this. They was like, we are not going to give you a suit. Oh, my goodness. They're not going to give him a suit.
I do maintain and will maintain to my dying breath my innocence of this crime.
But as he sentenced him to life without parole, Judge Leonardo Castro said he believed the jury's findings that Nicholas Firkus did indeed kill his wife, Heidi. Esme Murphy, WCCO News.
Wow. Damn, that is a big crappy dam, y'all. That is a superior crappy dam. 11 years you got away with it, and something happened and they got you. It's like, hey, let's look at this again, because it's some weird stuff going on with him. And I talked last night that, $9 million they gave because of Chauvin. Y'all didn't probably hear about this. And this is kind of interesting too. Let's go back. All right. This is interesting because we have a large community here. And I think this is worth hearing.
Raising a change to a noise ordinance just passed today in Minneapolis. That's the Adhan, or the Muslim call to prayer. Now, current rules limit the volume and the time it can be played. This morning, the Minneapolis City Council approved the change, allowing the call to prayer to be amplified outside on speakers 5 times a day. Mosques could broadcast the call as early as 3:30 in the morning and as late as 11 at night.
Now, do you guys understand that?
After we investigated.
Do you understand that? Like you watch we watch some of the war in Saudi Arabia. We you hear these calls, to prayer. And so now what they're saying is you can amplify this because we do have a big Somalian Muslim community here. So that's interesting. And employees are given the time to pray at wherever they work here. Like Amazon has hired a lot of Africans and a lot of Somalians, and they get their times to pray. They get to take the time it takes for them to pray. They do that. So that's pretty big here. So it's interesting that they gave it to them. But
Muslim leaders are praising a change to a.
So, and as I said before, that's the beautiful thing about this area. We have so many, such a diverse area. And it's really good for your mind where you see all different kinds of people. I mean, that is really good for your mind. And that's here. Oh, Iron 5. It hits different when Iron 5 comes and checks me out. And so for me to decide to move here is a great thing. Now, I told the story the other night about, and I won't really show the story, but I'll show the young lady. Let me see. Let me kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, right here. I don't really need to hear them. But as I said the other night, I drove by here last night and I saw this. Now, where this young lady would have went to school is up this way. The Murder gas station is beyond. This is the this is the ice cream building. This big building here, they make ice cream. I forget the local brand, but they make ice cream in that building. And then the Murder gas station is beyond this building. I kind of forgot. This is like heading towards 94. You can go 94 west or you can go 94 east here. And there's been shootings in here at this Burger King. Again, the liquor store where is going back this way. You follow this block is a liquor store where there's been multiple shootings. There's a Cub like right in here. My son, just where he's just moved, where his mother was living, it lives within. It would take me from my son's house literally 3-4 minutes to get right here. So I rode by this a couple times because I had to, as I told you, I had to take the U-Haul back. I helped drive the truck. My son or his mom couldn't drive the big truck. So I went by this here yesterday to see where this young lady was dropped off, or where this lady was last seen. And this is a bus stop, near a bus stop. So wanted to mention that. I was there last night, And this is still up, and you saw people still, putting monument stuff up and flowers and shit. So, hey, Lorenzo, it's different when Lorenzo comes. So this is what's happening in the Great White North. This is what's happening. And let's just give you, see, what's going on here. A lot of what's going on here. And right now, the temperature is, it's 12 o'clock. Good. I'm gonna have to start breaking it down. Had to mess with my son. That's all. Yeah, this is kind of going on here. I showed this a little bit earlier, but this is going on here too. And yeah.
That's where we find our Barrett Leone live this morning as the last-minute preps are underway. Barrett, good morning.
Hey, good morning, AJ and Pauline. Yeah, Stillwater has been busy this last few weeks. They're bracing for potentially historic flooding here, and I'm joined by Stillwater Mayor Todd Koslowski. Thank you so much for joining us and waking up early with us this morning.
Of course.
Yeah, and you guys have been busy. Tell me what flood preps you have been doing so far.
Well, really, for the last couple of weeks, we've been working on this enormous levee that basically spans from one end of town to the other. You can see it's about 12 feet wide, about 8-10 feet high, depending on where we're at. And it's a pretty substantial effort, again, especially for a small town like ours.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were chatting a little bit before this. Last time we saw water on Water Street,
Right.
93. And we're potentially going to see that again here with this year.
That's what it looks like. Right now, the forecast is for 689 feet above sea level, and that's something we really haven't seen since 2001, 93.
Now, again, he's talking about the Mississippi River. Now, I can imagine that this is going to affect, because you remember the Mississippi goes deep into Illinois and goes to Missouri. So I imagine, I don't know, all this wet water that's dumped, all the snow, it's 80 inches of snow, and then this snow, going through to the river, it's going to have some effects. Let me see. I make sure you're not on over here. Oh, what's up?
So it's been a while since we've seen that kind of forecast.
Yeah. Later on this morning, we're going to be chatting with Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith. What will that discussion entail?
I think just, showing what we have to go through to deal with this. This is something that Stillwater's had to deal with since its inception, and we're getting really good at it. But unfortunately, looking at the frequency of these events, more than half of all significant flood events since we've been tracking it from 1950 have happened since the year 2000. So the reality is it's happening more frequently than it used to. And so it's causing more damage from shoreline erosion and in our parks and everything else. And so, hopefully we're here to talk about how maybe the federal government can help us out.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing about Stillwater and what we've seen with this flood prep is just the community effort, and it's been really incredible to watch that. What is that like for you as mayor?
I mean, it feels great. I think it's why we live in Stillwater. People always say Stillwater has all this character, and I like to say it has loads of characters, right? Like, it's such a great town. The sandbagging here is like a badge of honor, right? People's grandparents did it in the 60s. People's parents did it. Everybody wants to sign up and do it. It's kind of like a hot ticket, a hot concert ticket to get a volunteer spot.
That's really special. At one point, you were turning away volunteers. So
we had to. People were calling me. They're like, Teddy, can I get in the 4:30 shift? I'm like, I can't do it. We're full. So.
Well, it's a great problem to have. There's lots of volunteers. Well, thank you so much for waking up with us this morning. We will continue that coverage at 8:30 with Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith as they gather with city leaders to talk about that flood prep work. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Well, as you mentioned, Barrett, they're prepared for it, but they're tired of being prepared for it all the time. So we understand. We'll see what those senators have.
His suit is clean. I like the suit. That's nice. Yeah, that goes together nice. I like that.
Say today. Our Barrett Leone live at Stillwater. Thank you.
And Stillwater is right on the Mississippi River. and it is about 45 minutes from me. And yeah, they're about to catch it. Okay, she's guys say can't wait for the football draft. I am still at shock. Y'all was at 90 degrees. Yeah, baby, for about 3 days. But today was the coolest day. Today was 80, and then it's dropped. Right now, it's cool. It's 55, but it was 80 earlier today. It was like 82, 83, and now it's 55. And we might get snow. But yeah, it was 90. It was nice. You know, I'm up here and, you know, I'm wearing it, NBA shorts all weekend. My daughter spent the night with her friend because it's my weekend, but she, you know, her best friend was free. And so my daughter, her mother called, started laughing. She's like, yeah, you know, your daughter didn't bring any clothes because my daughter's full summer mode. She's got shorts on and shit, and it's about to be cool. You know, so it's like I packed a lot of my sweaters and shit, but I kept like my best jeans. I kept the motherfuckers out because I knew, and you know I'm always in sweats, so I got plenty of sweats. So, but yeah, it's her mom, and then we're gonna go buy her some shit too, so she has some shit here. So, but yeah, it's about to change. We might have snow Sunday, but right now it's supposed to rain and it ain't rain yet, so we might get rain in the morning, and it's gonna drop it back to the 40s, and by tomorrow it'll be back to 32. However, like I have a light in front of my house. Now y'all saw we had 3 or 4 blizzards where we got 10, 12 inches. And the last blizzard again we got 10 inches. But we had a blizzard where we got about 14 inches. And so all the snow they piled up where the guest parking is, and there's a light pole on the guest parking. The light pole for me standing is at least 22 feet in the air. At least 22 feet in the air is this light pole. And we were so used to just seeing the light, we forgot that the pole was there. Because all we could see was out of a 22-foot light, we could see the light because the light was too hot to melt. If you understand, they could, like the snow, even when they pushed it on the light, it would melt off the light. So the light is like and it's the way the snow is, it's like you really forgot the light was there. Looking at you for really, and so we saw the pole. We was like, damn, the pole was there the whole time? That's how high the snow was. The snow was at least 22 to 25, the drift. And as I was saying and predicting that the snow wouldn't melt until June, I'm a lie, y'all. That freaking snow is gone. All these parking lots that had these 20, 30-foot drifts, they're gone. Where I had to go out to Macy's today, and I was saying that snowdrift was going to be there until June. I'm a lie. That snowdrift is gone. It is, this 20, 30-foot snowdrift is, all of its shit is melted. So that's how warm it's been. So let's not forget the chemicals dumped into the Mississippi River from, oh yeah, that too. Would have thought it'd be dumped in the Ohio River, but went to the Mississippi. Yeah. You would have thought the same thing. And that is, yeah, we've been dealing with that stuff too. We've definitely been dealing with that too. So yeah. And it's funny, when you live in Minneapolis, you drink Minneapolis water. It comes from Mississippi River. Like where I live, we get the Minnesota River water. We don't get the Mississippi River. And I'll tell you, I mean, again, the water where I live in Burnsville, it's a thing where we're not supposed to drink the water. It's okay to shower with, but you are not supposed to drink the water. And this order's been a couple years here where I live. Now, when I live in the Prior Lake, the water's nasty, tasting the cell. But what's funny about in Minneapolis, the water's always cold. No matter what the time of year, if you live in Minneapolis proper and you run water, it's always cold water coming out of your faucet. That is the interesting phenomena. Because we lived on a Humboldt. I mean, we lived in the middle of the hood. Little girl had got killed, and somebody just shot up into a party and killed a little girl like a block away from me. My son had saw a dude shoot a dude, try to rob him, and shot a dude, and he's 7 or 8 years old. My son looking out the window and saw it all. But my point is, the water is always cold. It's the funniest thing. No matter what time of year, if you want cold water, the water's always cold, Minneapolis. And that is a fact. Or as Don Corniche to say, natural born fact. The Ohio runs into the Mississippi River. Yes. And like up here where I'm going for the solstice, where the mountains are, is the convergence of the Mississippi and the Ohio, the Minnesota River running together. So Yeah, that's the convergence. And it's like downtown St. Paul where the mounds are. So this is where they build the mounds and that they didn't destroy. And so for the solstice, I hope to be over there sometime in the solstice on the 21st of June. And remember, we're a week or so away from the day out of time, which is the 26th. So that's a big celebration. It's definitely a time to dance, and that's the New Year. That's one of the New Years too. You know, that's the long count of the Mayan calendar, who they were so afraid of 2012. But that's the long count of the Mayan calendar that's coming up on the 26th, I believe it is. That is the day out of time, and the new count starts the 27th. So that's coming up. And this is the oldest running calendar. This is the oldest running calendar in real time. Because the calendars we use now, you know, they've changed this from the Gregorian, you know, this has changed. This is Julius Caesar time, Pope whatever time. But the Mayan time is the only real actual running time that continued from point A to where we are now. Because they manipulated time. You should know that. They've manipulated the time in the calendar. It's not the year we say. And so many science fiction shows tell you this and show this. That this is the manipulation of what we are. It is not the year we think it is. And that goes into, you know, the whole thing of what is real and what is not real. So, yeah. I forget I had something for you, Lorenzo, some gematria I was doing earlier, and I forget. You might have to go back. I want to see if you could break that down. Well, I can't go too much longer because this is the day where I promised my fiance I would not stream all night. And I've been streaming going on 3 hours, guys. So I'm sorry I didn't philosophize very much. I went a long time last night. And I'm going to say this. I say things because I get frustrated on certain things that are taught that I think mislead people and distract people. I mean, we as melanated people, we have a hard enough time trying to figure out this reality when we have all these distractors because they don't study enough. And that's what I was talking about last night. And that's what I went after last night, is people stop distracting us as a people. Stop bringing up things that take us away from the land because you are late to getting to the party. You are late getting to the party in this information, and you fall into this information because other people. And you don't look at who started the root of it. And that's what makes me mad. You don't mention any of these Europeans that brought this stuff up. This mud flood stuff comes from them. And that's forgotten. And you got all these melanated people. All these people say the indigenous running with this stuff. And see, that just tells you the brainwashing of people. They don't even know where it originated from. They're getting this information 4 or 5 years later. And then they're making it their own. And they're misleading a lot of people. Telling you these damn buildings was here. This is European architecture. They're telling, well, you know, all these European buildings were here. You know, it's got the spirals are a little different, so we know it couldn't be done. Come on. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Because what they're telling you, what mud flood basically is telling you, that the people lived on the land was too stupid and too lazy, and they didn't dig up the mansions that was buried. This is what they told you where mud flood comes from. When you see them destroying mounds, they try to tell you it's mud flood. They've actually got pictures of them destroying mounds to try to prove mud flood. Let me say that again. They have pictures showing them destroying mounds to try to prove mud flood. So who do you think this agenda is for? So if you feel it's a personal attack on you, it's not a personal attack, it's an attack on the agenda. Because too many melanated people is backing something that ain't there, that it's not real. We have enough time dealing with reality, and then you put this in people's face and you got all these people running with it that are late to the party. And that's what I go after. Never take the jab. It's different when you join computer generated pics. Now, as I said, my fiance disagrees with me, but I'm telling you, In the Shazam movie, Megan Good is 20 to 22 years old. Her generated picture is 20 to 22 years old. And that chick is what, 40? But in that movie, she looks like they made her look 20 the whole movie. She looks like a young girl. Like all of them is teenagers, but her. And she looks like a teenager. Let me tell you, they are putting these old people's faces on some of these new actors. I was watching a movie the other day. It was fucking Robert De Niro's young face on somebody else. This is happening more and more in movies where we're seeing these older actors and they are putting these older actors' faces on these younger actors. I've caught that too. So be aware. They are changing. They are making these people look so much younger in some of these movies too. So I've been noticing that. Some of these older people they put in the whole movie, they look younger. It ain't makeup. That's what my fiance says. She says makeup. No, Megan Gooding, no. It is not makeup that makes her look younger. It is beyond makeup. It is something completely different. It is CGI generated stuff. Because that girl looks 20 to 25 in Shazam. Yeah, CGI. I'm telling you, Shazam, she looks 20 to 25. No. She looks 20 years old, 20 to 22 at the oldest. And that ain't makeup. Makeup ain't gonna take 20 years off you. They have completely made her look like a young girl in that movie. But I'm telling you, we are seeing some of these old actors' faces on these young people. And it's not, what is the movie it's some movie, because my ex loves movies, or not my ex, my fiance loves movies. And we just start watching movies and I get bored pretty quick. And we were flipping through a movie and damn if it wasn't some, like it was somebody, an old actor I've seen on this new person's face, on this new body. So it's interesting what they're doing. Halle Berry in John Wick 3, she looked like she was in her 30s. There you go. And that's what they're doing. They're doing like that Will Smith stuff where he was older and younger in the same movie. They're doing that. So it's more than filters. There's more than filters. They're going there and making you, like you said, seeing the 20-year-old, 30-year-old version of a 50-year-old woman. Now, I didn't see it so much in Shazam and the older people. Like Helen Mertz looked old as hell. But she still looked good. She could get it. Helen Mertz could definitely get it. But you didn't see her younger face in it. They made her, and Lucy Liu, same thing. They made them look their age. But Megan Gooden was in her 20s. And that chick got to be 40. Got to be 40. So, and just you guys look at, especially in the new movies. This past year, you look at how young these people is looking. It's interesting that the filters is a mug. The CGI is a mug. Like, they don't even matter. You ain't got to, shoot your face up with Botox anymore. They take care of it during the movie. They put a new face over your face and make you look younger. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at for sure. I'm glad you mentioned her. I saw a picture of her at 56, but she should still look like she's in her 30s. Yeah, absolutely. Because that's how they can do it. They can change up everything. So you don't even know who's talking. Like I am convinced that it was Tom Hanks. When they first released Joe Biden, that was Tom Hanks. They put all that makeup on Tom Hanks. And when they first released Biden, because remember during the campaign, Biden wasn't out on the campaign trail. He had his people out. And so when they won, they were surprised they won. And that the fix was in. And that was Tom Hanks. That early Biden was Tom Hanks in mask. And even times now, you see, my son just sent me a thing. You see the comparisons where it ain't him. You see even Kamala Harris. You see pictures where it ain't her. They got doubles of her going around. So this is got to be considered. That's all. It's just got to be considered. It can't be really ignored. You got to be considered all this. So it's a lot of more illusion. And they want us to hold on to these old beauties. As I say to my fiance, I love your beauty, but I also love your booty. Because, I would have nothing less. I would have nothing less. But you know, like Joe says, I'm in love, round and round I go, out of control, I'm in love. Man, let me tell you, let me tell you what offer I got today. So again, you know, we're looking at getting the tux, because you know, we can rent a tuxedo for about $225. I talked to this African brother today, my best friend, my best man. He like called this dude. It's like, let's see what kind of deal we can get. He told me that he will tailor-made me a tux. Now remember, a tux is only the silk on the lapel. That's what makes a tux. You can wear this anytime. He said he will make me, I can go pick out the fabric. Now I know y'all, I always talk about Jewtown. Y'all don't realize, Jewtown in Chicago, you could go and see them peoples, and them little old tailors in there will start putting them pins on you and that light little paper. You know, if you ever sewed, you know, they put that paper on you and they start pinning you up. They take the patterns and they start pinning you up to make you a suit. That's what Jewtown used to do. When my high school prom, I had got 2 suits made in Jewtown. So I'm used to getting tailor-made shit. So this is what he told me. He said he will tailor-make the tuxedo top, 3 tailor-made shirts with my initials in them, 2 pair of pants, 2 pair of tailor-made pants, and whatever tie, bow tie, long tie, and a vest for $900. Now, it'll cost me about $200 to rent a tux. But for $900, now if me and my best man do it, it's $800. So I told him, he seemed like, hey, it's with it. If I include more of my people, it's even gonna go down. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I mean, you just don't know what tailor-made clothes are, y'all. Oh, it's just you so clean. So think he was in New Jersey. We gonna meet Monday. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna go with it. Man, let me see. Remember OG Kamala Harris was hit with a microwave weapon last year. They kept it on the low. She got real sick. Wow. Melanated people, we age graciously, but we still show some sign of aging. So it could be some CGI. Yeah, a lot of CGI. As I was saying, is now what they're doing, they're also putting faces of old actors on these young actors, or just unknown actors too. Maybe that's what it is. Because I was watching, damn, what was the movie? Oh, Sweetwater. In Sweetwater movie, the Boston Celtics were originally the Olympians. They went through 3 name changes, but Olympians, because I had to look this shit up, because I had never heard of this team, but it was called the Olympians. The coach, Dennis, the dude in Hoosiers that played the drunk daddy, Dennis Hopper. Okay, so in Sweetwater movie, the coach of the Olympians is Dennis Hopper's face. Is a younger Dennis Hopper's face, like Dennis Hopper's face from Hoosiers, but they put black hair on him. It is Dennis Hopper's face from around the Hoosiers' age on this other dude with black hair. Because as I'm looking at this character, because they go like they having a meeting, you know, a league meeting. And I'm looking at him, and it just hit me now who the character was. But yeah, this dude is wearing Dennis Hopper's face. And as I said, I watched another movie, and we watched it for about a half hour. It was Robert De Niro's face on somebody else. It was a young Godfather 2, Robert De Niro. Or even, maybe even Raging Bull Robert De Niro. It was some movie we was watching. Yeah, no more Raging Bull Robert. No, more Godfather 2. He was younger. Raging Bull was next. Yeah, so it was Robert De Niro from Godfather 2. It was his face on another actor. And I was like, wow. And after seeing Shazam with Megan Good, I'm like, okay, so they're gonna keep doing this. So can you imagine you in a movie and you kind of look like somebody, and then you see the movie and you look more like a other actor. That's what it looks like it's going to. So I don't know. That's what I'm peeping out. And I'm seeing these old faces returning. So, whoops. So I mean, it's like they're running out of ideas. They are running out of ideas. And that makes you think they're losing. They're losing some kind of grip because they're trying to regurgitate stuff that they can't trust these new actors. As I said, Chris Paul's still in the NBA. That tells you about the fix because it's harder to train a new person. And even though the new person, it was fixed in college for him still. The NBA fix is a little different. So it's easier for them to keep these old players that been. Ricky Rubio should have never been in the NBA, and yet he's still in the NBA. Because he could do the fix since a young age. Because it's easier to keeping older players around because they understand the fix. I mean, what do you think the G League is? It is teaching players to fix, and it's the pro league. What is that other league? It's another league that people that don't want to go to college can play. And they've been showing it. You watch YouTube, you can see this other league. I can't think of the name of it. The Premier League, I think it's called. So it's other leagues going. And so they're teaching them all how to do the fix for when you get to the NBA. Same way with, all the other minor sports. They're teaching you how to do the fix that's coming. And that's why they hang on to old players. That's why they hang on to old quarterbacks forever. It's easier to, teach an old quarterback how to throw 5 or 6 interceptions, fumble here, sack there, not bad read. It's easier to teach an old do that than bringing a new guy to try to do it. New guys still got some athleticism. The old guys is much easier. What was his name they brought off? The two brothers, the brother that won with Ravens. What is those two bald-head brothers called? And remember, this dude was doing ESPN, and then there was like a Monday Night Football game. The dude threw like 3-4 touchdowns. He had been doing studio work. So the studio work ended Sunday. The next week, Indianapolis need Holstetter. Not the one that won the Super Bowl, but the other brother. Holstetter. He was doing the NBA. He was the NFL live on Sunday. Monday, he's in camp. He's in Indianapolis in the meetings, gonna be their starting quarterback. And not only is he their starting quarterback, he throws 3 or 4 touchdowns to win the game. No, it's not Holstetter. It's the other brothers. It'll come to me in a minute, or maybe it won't. But it's the one brother, the one with the Ravens. That family. I mean, that's not believable. That's not believable. That it's that easy. They can just step in and just throw the golden touchdowns. It's not believable. If you understand how the script is run. There's nothing about seeing that you can look at and say, well, that's believable. He just, he was sitting around and he stayed in shape and he ran a few laps every day and he could just tear apart the NFL, defense. What are their names? Gosh, not Holstetter. No, Delfort? Trent Dilfer. Yeah, Trent Dilfer. Not Trent, but the other Dilfer. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, the one. Not Trent, but the other Dilfer. Not Trent Dilfer, but his brother. He's the one that threw those touchdowns on Monday Night Football. And it just wasn't believable. That's what we look at a lot of times when you wonder why these old bums are still around. Because they have to teach the younger dudes how to do the script. So, that's all. And that's all we should learn. Well, I really got to get to my fiance. This is her night. I'm kind of creeping into her night. And we was up late as fuck last night. Matt Dilford. That's the one. Matt Dilford. And maybe it was a Sunday night game, but it was definitely a bogus ass game. So, yeah, that's it, guys. I guess 3 hours streaming is enough. I got to go be with my baby. There goes my baby. But after Saturday Night Live, I will be on tomorrow. And maybe I'll live stream during the game tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. So this has been the Chocolate Mountain Show. Pushing out Kundalini. I am your super funky host, Big Pontiac. Till we meet again, say less.